Breathes here. I love you. It's another day, so let's get into it. You already know it's going to be powerful. I've never done a live and it not rock people's lives, change their minds, just expand their perception of what reality is. Like, that's what this is, guys. It's this giant freaking realm to be experienced, but you can only experience if you can see it. If you can't see it, then you can't experience it. Duh, of course, not playing with you. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, when you're turned on to these things, whenever you engage in these things, whenever you are made clear of these things, then you can start living a more optional life. You have options and choices. That's what free will is. Free will is the ability to choose, the ability to say, I want to go this way or that way. But if you don't even know the options that are in front of you, you're pulled like a slave, you're bound. And I'm not a big fan of slavery. It's never really been my thing. I believe in giving credit where credit's due, paying people for their worth, their value, their work. And I like this world, in my mind, at least, in a more evolved state, because it makes life even easier for me. My life is already easier, but man, if more people get on this type of level here, it's going to make it even easier for me. So I'm making the world a better place because I want a better world. That's it. Selfish, very selfish, me reasons, but everybody else benefits from it. Like, I want the world to be a better place so I can live in a better world. But in the world being a better place, people have better lives. So selfish of me, right? I'm so, oh my God, you're just focused on yourself. I am. And that's why I have unlimited motivation to do this. I have unlimited motivation to make the world a better place because I'm doing it for selfish reasons that I can admit. I'm not trying to live off some sort of false humility or humbleness that other people would say, oh, you need to be pious. You can't be, oh, you're egotistic. Screw that, bro. That's why those people look so drained. Look at their eyes, dude. No, I've never, oh my God. I've never seen a person. You can get in if you want. You can stand with me. I know people like beautiful women. So welcome the most beautiful. Hey, your under boobs popping out. So fix the top. But anyway, long story short, I've never seen a person who says other people are egotistical who didn't look tired themselves. Every person, spiritual, especially spiritual community, people like that. Every person who ever has used the word egotistical, like, oh, you're in your ego, always looks tired. For some reason, that type of energy, that type of spirit, they always have bags under their eyes. So yeah, I mean, that's a telltale sign in itself. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't care what you're calling me. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to analyze and take an analysis of your life. And if what you're reflecting in your being, your spirit, your person, your physical body, even in your essence, isn't attracted to me, I don't care what you say. You can say ego, you can say all this other stuff. But I know if I ever listen to your words, I'm going to end up like you. And we both know I live a better life. So I love you guys. That's my little intro. Lay's boobs are no longer showing, which is good for my community guidelines. I love you guys so much. This is Lay. Hey, Sashi, come over here. I have Sashi, the beautiful, wonderful Sashi, who's probably not wearing pants. No, but she's good. She has this big old shirt on.
Yeah.
And these are some of the most beautiful people in the entire world. The beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. They are dedicated. They are loyal. They are tenacious. They have ambition and drive, and they're willing to believe. And because of that, their spirit shines brighter than. I've traveled the world. I've been to a lot of the world, and very few people I've ever met who can even keep up with, let alone match the energy that these people give out. So that's why I have them around me. When you find good people, keep them close, because I'm telling you, I've gone around the world, and you can find happy people. You can find, in a sense, good people, but powerful, strong people of faith are extremely rare to come by. So when you find those people, lock in with them and accelerate and expand together. So my name is MikeyBreathes. Mikey Breathes. Obviously, Mikey Breathes everything, right? Mikey Breathes website, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the stuff. Mikey Breathes Snapchat. It's all cool. Thank you for all the boobies that you ladies send me. I really appreciate that. And the dudes who send me their PP. I'm good, bro. You don't got to do that. Like, just keep your respect with me and just ask me how I'm doing, okay? I'd like that more. But either way, long story short, if you're watching this after we post it, still comment down below, because I like to answer comments, see them. And if you have a question from your comments, you can also ask in the live. So make sure to hop on a live. How do you do that? By liking, subscribing, turning on notifications. So whenever I do go live, hey, Mikey's live, I can finally ask my question. There's not really any rules on the questions that you can ask, but if the question isn't ascending or going up and elation and goodness, I don't really dabble in like negativity or like being pulled down or anything like that. Like I got to save all this energy for myself, you know, like, I got to live. So if I'm going to like upgrade and evolve the world, I'm going to need a lot of energy to do that. So if your questions can be uplifting and charged, let's go all day. But if they're pessimistic, negative, I just ignore those people, bro. I just take out the trash. I'll just, I'll take out the trash before I see roaches in the kitchen. You know, I'm not going to wait till I see some roaches to take it out. If I catch people being in any type of sense pessimistic or like critical or anything like that, just delete, block, bye. I don't need that in my life. I already have so much beauty here. I'm not going to tolerate that when I could be spending time with this. Ooh, la la la, this. Oh my gosh, this. Oh my, see all this right here, all this. Wow. So I love you guys so much. You're amazing. You're beautiful. And let's get into it. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. And you shared it on my Facebook. Mm-hmm. Man, Sasha's on it, man. Guys, thanks, Sasha, please. Because she keeps all this stuff together. She is on it. She is live. And without her, I tell you, I would not. I'd still be wearing jorts, jean shorts, you know, that go past my knees and stuff like that. I like she really refined me, and I'm thankful for that. Lay has really filled me with the encouragement to go and be courageous and confident, while Sasha gave me like the structure. She really helped with the structure of my life. So thank these ladies. They've been awesome. I've been with Sasha for 15 years next month, and I've been with Lay 6.5 years. Woohoo! And they've been amazing people, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. So I love you guys. If you have any questions, drop them down below. And the beautiful, lovely, wonderful, amazing, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful cotton candy girl, Sashi. We'll read them out to me. So let's get started. Big Mikey's Q&A. And guys, by the way, the whole point of everything I say is awareness, right? So I'm gonna let you know, my name is Mikey. You spell Mikey M-I-K-E-Y. There's no C in Mikey. If you put a C there, you're referring to a mouse. I'm not a mouse. I'm Mikey. Hello, Mikey. All right, guys, let's go. What is it? What's the first question?
All right.
Where are we at?
So Cade on IG.
Yo, my dude Cade, what's up, bro?
Mm-hmm. He said guide should be here this weekend.
Let's freaking go, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life forever. You're going to transform. You're going to evolve. You're going to come into the highest form of what life could possibly be apprehended as. And it's cool because you're 18. He's young, dude. He's a teenager. So I actually just posted on IG. Look, go to my IG. You can even go there right now. Like and comment on the post I just posted. It's my 19-year-old self and my 37-year-old self. So me right now. So you can see very little aging or damage has occurred. I was aged hard at 28, 29, even like in my 30s, but I embodied the guide, and like it's restored me back to my former state, close to my 19-year-old state. So him starting this at 18, bro, man, if I would have had this, because at 19, I was already like ascended higher than, you know, the people around me. Because back then it wasn't common for people to go to the gym like it is today and all this other stuff. So I was already like ahead of the game. I kind of always have been. Like I stopped drinking at 18, I believe. Because I just saw it wasn't going anywhere in my life. Like I, you know, it was introduced in my life at the age of 15. So I would do it with my friends, and we'd go to parties, and at the age of 15, 16, 17, we did a lot of partying and stuff like that. But I could see by 18, I'm like, it's the same stuff we've been experiencing for the past 3 years. There's nothing new. I like new. I like variety. This is the same thing that we've been experiencing. Let's go venture off into greater things, more expansive things, right? So by 18, I stopped drinking, and like I really locked into what all this stuff is, and success and spirituality and manifestation and God and everything else. And I haven't slowed down since. I've only ramped up and sped up. So if you guys start the guide at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, bro, you're going to be light years ahead of anybody else around you, because it evolves you to a greater and higher state. So, okay, I'm super proud of you. I love you, man. I don't know if you have already or not, but make sure to hop in the Discord. You don't have to wait for the guide to come in to hop in the Discord. Like, you can hop in the Discord. It's full by itself. All right, next.
Beautiful.
Yes, you are.
I love you.
Love
and
you
then
too.
Let's see. Augustin. Actually, no, Austin. Sorry.
No, I like Augustin better. Yo, Big August, what's up, bro?
Austin what's up, said, "Yo, dude, what do you think about tracksuits?"
They're gonna disperse your charge. They're going to, because you have an electromagnetic field around you, and if you wear stuff like that, that type of material disperses and takes your electrons from you. So you're actually going to be more tired after you wear it. That's why when you wear windbreakers, you're actually more tired than if you would have just got hit by the wind. The wind does carry charges away from you as well, but that type of thing like disperses your static charge and everything else. So I would say no. That's my answer. Yeah.
Cade said, "I'm in it."
Let's go, bro. Yeah. Make sure to catch the family gathering. I had a family gathering. So every 2 weeks I go into the Discord and I'll have like a live Q&A session with them, uncensored, unfiltered, unadulterated. I go right into what things actually are. I can say whatever I want. I can say PUSSY. I can say my big DIC. I can say whatever I want. Okay. And I get pretty wild. I start tapping into like a greater spirit, and you can see it in my eyes and the emission from my body. So we do that every 2 weeks. It's called Family Gathering in the Discord. We actually post them in the Discord as well. So you can go into the Discord and watch the old family gatherings. It's almost like psychic, almost like a psychic effect in process. You can see like, oh snap, like Mikey's tapping into something great, dude. It's pretty cool. So go check that out.
And Ricardo is asking,
I saw Lucille Ball today, so that's cool that we're like, Ricardo, what's up? Lucy! What up, dude?
He asked, what's
or no, it's Ricardio. From Adventure Time. You better get that Ricardio in. What up, dog?
He asked, what's your insight on the use of PSYD?
Yeah.
For the mind
Scylla?
awakening.
Okay, look. I was looking at a video of Lay the other day, and I noticed that, because this is me like just standing straight up, like not slouching, right? I'm not like peak like this, but this is me standing straight up. My shoulder now comes to her ear, when before I think her ear and her head was like kind of somewhere in here a little bit, like my neck, the bottom of my jaw. So this is like, I've definitely grown tall. Like if you see our like first pictures together when we started like dating or whatever you want to say, like her ear was like more closer to here. Now her ear like reaches my shoulder. That's without me even like standing straight up and like shoulders back type of thing. So I definitely grew. It's cool. Me, I wouldn't even endeavor in it, bro. I would see what your body can do first before even engaging in that stuff. Like it's cool, like if you want to do it, but like there's two things you have to recognize. You have to recognize the source and the inspiration of your question. Where is it coming from? Are you coming for me to justify your substance use? And if I speak against it, would you get offended? Or are you coming to me openly and earnestly being like, yo, no, I really want to know what you said. And if you say no, I can vibe with that. Or you're like, oh, wait, I thought Mikey was cool. Like he's going to justify me taking substances. So therefore, but he said no. Because I'm not about substance, no substance, about what's the higher way. Yeah, you can do these things and they last for a moment. But if you can't engage this stuff 24/7, 365, then you're still weak. So I say, see what you can do first. See how you can embrace the power and live in that. And if you do try that stuff, like it's cool, but you'll see like it's just cool. I can live in that mode every second, every moment of every day. I'm in it right now. Where do you think I pull these crazy, wild ideas from? Because I know how to engage with myself, communicate both hemispheres, and like go and align in that direction. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, bro. It's a higher way. All right, next.
Cool.
What?
Your response.
My response? You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Here.
Really cool.
That
was really cool the way that you responded.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. No.
No,
No, it's not that place. All right, cool. Next.
So, Mado Mattis asked, are you the dude who was arrested and had the famous mugshot?
I appreciate that. Oh, that's so cool. He thinks I'm sexy. Mados? I love you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
And
that's all of them? It seemed like it'd be a pretty chill day today. I kind of felt it going in. I'm like, I think today's going to be like extremely chill. It's all good. Y'all can just stare at me. Obviously, Matt thinks I'm beautiful, so I like that. Are you that guy who became a model? Oh, Mados, thanks. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, it's Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Come on,
Mad
Sasha.
Dog Mattis.
I didn't know you were in like that, Mad Dog. Appreciate it. All right, like you can go chill for the time being. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I love you.
I'm kind of like moving a little bit. All right, guys. So ultimately, it's more so about being able to actualize where you're coming from, who you are, what's going on in your own life, your personal life, and knowing why you're doing what you're doing. Like why are you asking this question? Where is it coming from? Do you have any preference? Do you have any bias? Do you have any if you have anything holding you down? You shouldn't have anything holding you down. Like you shouldn't have a bias. I'm going into this. I'm going to do this. I want this. So that way you can stay open and unbiased and you can see the full scope of it. When you can see the full scope, you can see all the options. But if you go in there biasedly, you probably only have one option, sometimes just two, and both of them will suck. But when you go in open, you can see the infinitesimal ways of everything in reality, and you can embrace each realm to the highest degree. Whenever you do that, it's just like you become unlimited. That's how I live this life. I become unlimited simply by seeing all the options. It's not that I'm super powerful. It's just that I can see options when other people can't. Put my hat on, undefeated. Yeah. All right, Sasha, what else we got? If not, I'll go back into this, but like either way.
So, Kate
And how's my face?
Your face looks beautiful.
You know, I have like the bottom up
There's
light.
a little bit of bottom up light, but it still looks really good. Actually, try stepping forward, maybe.
How about you step up? What about if I step back?
I still see it.
And if I step forward?
Oh, yeah.
This is better?
Yeah, way better.
I'm going to bring this up because I'm pretty tall.
Or we can bring that camera back.
How's this?
You look good. Dang.
Yeah. I feel powerful, man. I did a lot of energy direction last night, probably for like, how long would you say? Like 3 hours? So like my mind is lit, but my body might be kind of like, all right, I'm here. What up, bro? Like I did a lot of energy direction last night to kind of like, not that I was behind, but kind of like catch back up to life and like where I need to be. Cause I've been like reconstructing reality for the entire world. If you notice, there's been more peace, more blue skies, less trails, and you know, less craziness going on and like, oh my God, school, bang, 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 or this country and that country. So I've been putting out an insane amount of energy because I have a responsibility and I'm taking it, you know, earnestly, not seriously, but I'm intaking like why I'm here on the earth and like what my position is. So I'm doing that thing. So I've been putting out a lot of energy. I don't know if you guys have been feeling better here lately. Like, how's it been for you? Have you been having more peace, less arguments, or like seeing like less arguments online and stuff like that? Maybe you see just as much or something like that. I'm not sure, but like, let me know. It should be getting less and less as the time goes by. So I have to have a lot of charge to be able to do this. I have to have a lot of charge in my body, in my life, and everything else. And at night, I'll just go into like night magic mode and just put out a lot of energy and, you know, put that love out there and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys have a better life because I want a better world. You know, so it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got, Sash?
So Kate asked Mikey, can you shred on the guitar?
Yeah, I can. I play guitar for like over 20 years. So yeah, I can do like leads and the scales and riffs and, you know, finger picking and harmonics and I've been every single member of a band. I've been the lead man, the front man, the singer, the guitarist, the rhythm, the bassist, the drummer. I've been every position and I've been in so many bands in my life, bro.
Pianist.
I've never really, I mean, I played keys sometimes at church or something like that. So like the worship band, yeah, but like not really too much as that. But like, I'm talking about like rock and strings and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, I can play keys, piano, keyboard, stuff like that.
And then
that's where I really start understanding about harmonics and frequencies, because you have like these two tones, and if they don't collaborate, you can hear like the wave clashing. Wee. And I would sit down and I would like, and this is me as a kid, I'm like, whoa, do you hear the frequencies, the wobbles in between these like certain frequencies? It was very interesting to put your mind to a certain state. So I'd put myself in trances as like a 12-year-old kid, hearing these like, especially like electric guitars, and it could bring you into like certain states. You can operate from those states. So like, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Beautiful. And then we have
what do we have?
Eric asking,
the electric.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Yeah.
A stick, I guess. I'm not drinking anything, bro. I'm just chilling. I'm talking to you. I have a cup of espresso here if you want some, but I'm not even drinking it. I'm just chilling. What else?
Right.
That's all of it? Wow. Yet again. Okay, guys. I'll just go in. There's always things to talk about. Okay. So everything in this world is charged, and parts of it give you a charge, and it takes your charge to charge itself or to just displace the charge. When you understand the atmosphere and the certain environments and elements and everything else, you can take in these certain charges and you can apply them to your body, and you can use that to live off of. When you're living off these charges, you become more fruitful, more prosperous. You become more exact and precise. You can see what's going on. You can see the measurements. You can indicate and have precognition before it even arrives or comes. So like with the guide and everything else, I talked about like displacing and disconnecting from things that take your charge, and then embracing and taking on things that would give you the charge. And whenever you do that, your mind expands. You start to see a different type of reality. You see a reality that you didn't see before. You're living in the same realm, and you're in a sense doing all the same stuff, but now you're seeing things that you've never even noticed. Whenever you do that, you enter this God mode, and in God mode, you can start like in Minecraft, right? When you enter God mode, you can like fly in the sky and like, I guess, build certain stuff. I actually never played Minecraft before, but I've heard of God mode. You just have more control over reality. That's really what it is. Now, I can't fly or anything like that, but I definitely have a better position in reality than 99.99999% of the world, right? So it's not because I'm just smarter and I'm more talented and all. No, it's just because I just can see and recognize, like, oh, it's right there and it's so obvious. And then in the obviousness of it, you can step into it and the answer's right. You hit it on the head, even though there was like no recollection of knowing any of these topics or themes or anything like that. So like it's funny because the atmosphere and the charge itself has the data. So it usually has the answer because there's nothing new. All of reality has testified and witnessed to what goes on here. Like the fly in the room has the data of what the conversation was, and you can absorb the energy of that fly and then know secret intel, insights, and stuff like that. So whenever you live into this, and I don't use it to spy, I don't really care about that stuff. Live and let live. You want to do that? I don't care. I use it for my own life and my own purpose, and like going forward and moving forward. When you apply these things to your life, you can expand, you can succeed, and it becomes near effortless. It's an effortless life. So that's kind of what this is. The more energy you have, the easier it is to live that life. When you don't have energy, when you're drained and stuff like that, it's just like, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. And it's just like, you can almost see it, but it's hard. And then it's like, you don't even have the energy to try to do anything. It's where a lot of people are right now. They're so drained and they don't even know why they're drained. The toxins and everything else that we talk about is the reason why they're drained. They don't even have time to perceive reality, and they get stuck. And when you're stuck, you have no option. You have no choice. Stuck is really just having no choice. Stuck is kind of the opposite of free will. But like whenever you have the energy for sight, you can perceive and see, and then you can start making these specific choices. I think I'm about ready for some juices now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And with that, then you have choices, you have options, and then you can like live this infinite, powerful life.
And if you guys have any questions, you can drop it down below.
Still no questions? This is a very interesting live. I wonder if there's any like thing like hold up. I'm pretty sure today's a good day to go live. Yesterday we had a bunch of people. It was like one of our most viewed and tuned in live. So it was like, they're like question, this, that. Today's like, what's the opposite? Like what? All right, cool. Let's see what we have here.
I just added the lower third.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. If you guys don't have any questions soon, I'll just go. I'm cool to go back and chill with my family. I like to at least present myself, like step into the world today. Like, hey, I'm not saying I'm great or I'm like lifted up or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, you know how like the Pope will come out to like wave his hand at the people? Like, hey, I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I'm still here. You know, it's kind of like that. Like I'm coming out to like, hey, look, this energy is real. Okay. And whoever needs to hear it, sometimes it's a 5-minute message. You know, sometimes it's 5 hours long. But nonetheless, like when you come up, I'm here to give my energy for the day. Almost like the sun rises to shine its light for the day. That's what I'm doing as well. I'm here to shine this light and give this energy and share it with the world just so they can be exposed to it, right? When you're exposed to the sun, there's an effect that happens, right? I'm here to be that so I can shine and give these rays and this radiance so you guys can be impacted and be effective, absorb that spectrum, and then, you know, apply it yourself. Because I know that the energy I give out, it's benevolent. Like once you absorb it, you just become a better person, a more caring person, a more loving person. Like yesterday, we had a dude who's getting, actually, we've had a couple of lives where dudes are getting divorced. They're in the middle of divorce and stuff like that. And I told him, because he's like, hey, she's taking my kids and this and that. I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, it's y'all's kids. It's both of y'all's kids. You know, it's like, it's not your kids. It's her kids as well. So go up like and love and be the man, and then like all this other stuff. So that energy was shared. Now he's like, dude, you're right. Stop playing the victim. Get up and like go do this. The energy I give out always brings people to a higher level, a higher standard, a higher efficiency, a higher power. So I'm here to give this energy out so people become better, stronger, wiser. They stop being victims. They start being established. So that's what I'm here for. If you guys are, you know, just chill today, then that's cool. It's totally fine. We'll come back tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. But
we got some questions now.
yeah, but I appreciate everyone here. Thank you for showing so much love. If you could just like and comment on the post. If you're on Instagram, like and comment. You know, like the comments really help. Share, repost, inbox people. Like, hey, did you check out this guy? Look at this. Look at that. Not that I'm asking you to do, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to do something, like that's something you do. If you don't want to do it, no biggie. I don't care. You're on YouTube, like and subscribe, turn notifications on so you know when I go live. If you want some free stuff, you can go to my website, MikeyBreathes.com, BREATHES, BREATHES. And you can go in there and have some articles. There's a free map of life. It's not really much about like what the guide per se is, but more so about the approach to reality. It's very abstract and it's not a beginner level understanding, but it is something free that you can have. And I put some Easter eggs in there as well. I put specific graphics in there to trigger and charge your mind. So just by looking at these graphics is going to change your mind. I would actually like to revisit the map of life and like myself. So if you can get me the newest one, Sasha, I know we made some changes. I don't know if we like established those changes, but I'll check those out as well.
Okay.
I put certain like geometric shapes in there to charge your mind. So like when you're looking at this, you're stimulated in a way of like encouragement, never for displacement or like suppression. There's some articles, the map of life. You can obviously get the guide on there. If you get the guide, any guide, like the hardcover, the paperback, the digital, or even the bundle pack, even the German edition. We have a new German edition of the guide. So if you're German and you speak Deutsch, whatever they speak over there, German, we have a German edition because it was requested so much. For whatever reason, I have a large German audience, Austrian, German. Isn't there another one that speaks like German, Austrian, and like one more? There's 3 of them, right?
I'm not sure.
That speak like some sort of like formation of German. You can get the German edition. We might be making a Spanish one soon, but we haven't got too many requests from it. We've got more requests for German copies of the guide than Spanish, which there's a bigger population who speak Spanish than German, but whatever. We even have people who bought the guide in Mexico and like all through South America, Spain, and stuff like that. But either way, you get any version of the guide. You get a free week in the Discord. So come on in, hop in. It's free. You do put in your card information, but you just cancel and like you don't get charged or anything like that. But if you do want to stay in the Discord community, whatever you paid for the guide, that credit will go towards your membership. So it'll automatically be deducted from it and you pay like a lower cost, lower price. And yeah, you get yearly access and you get what else? You can ask me questions. There's community, there's support, there's training videos, stuff like that. And the Discord is really where the power is. That's where I just open my chest and dump my soul out. Almost like Cyclops' dad from X-Men. He had the concussive rays or blast or whatever they are from his body, like make these like, spiral type things and like shoot them out. Or like Soldier Boy from The Boys. Soldier Boy from The Boys can like shoot this blast out of his chest. I open my chest up and like shoot the blast out, almost like a Care Bear, dude. Oh my gosh. And I just blast everything I can in there and people get charged up. And just by being in the community, being exposed to this energy, people have effects change. They have glow ups and better aesthetic features with greater mental cognition and expansion. They have regeneration. And they even have higher levels of energy just by being exposed to it without even doing the guide first. The guide's going to definitely help with all that stuff, but just by being exposed to this energy, kind of like here in the lives, but times 10, times 20, times 1,000, bro. All right, so if you have any questions, I'll answer those real quick. And if that's it, then we can end it. It can be a short day, but I love you. I'm here for you guys. So if it's a few of you, I love you. If it's a lot of you, I love you. Doesn't matter. I'm just as happy with 3 people as I am with 3,000, 30,000. Doesn't matter. People are people.
Benno said Dutch. Is that what?
Deutsch.
Has German?
It's Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, and Belgium.
Belgium. That was the one I was looking for. Belgium.
Okay.
So Belgium, Austria, and Germany, I think, are the primary ones. Swiss, I think they speak.
That's their official.
It is German?
Yeah.
So
all the ones that I listed are official.
Their official language is German? Well, dang, dude. Dang. So Lay said Luxembourg, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Belgium, Austria, and then Germany.
Switzerland has 3.
Hold on, wait. Here you go. Catch it. 1, 2, 3, catch.
Has 3 official languages, which is French, Italian, Romansh, and also Germany. That's technically 4, but I love you. You ready?
What up, big dog?
Oriah
Oriah!
said the deja vu moments during our lives, of course.
Tell me them. Tell me the deja vus. I love to hear that because that's harmonic convergence. That means that you're aligning. It means that you're aligning with the energy that was always supposed to be. That's all deja vus are. They're simply the confirmation that this was supposed to be. And the more rare of an event it is, the more out of line you are. You should be having deja vu moments like every second of every day. I'm constantly in states of confirmation. Yeah! Woo! The guy just did like a spin kick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you should always be experiencing deja vu. Like I've already experienced not deja vu, but like the confirmation like twice today, or maybe 3 times. Yeah, this is sweet. Ooh, this is fresh and chilled.
And Benno asked, what would you recommend for someone from Israel/Palestine who is awake? It's a crazy energetic battle.
Like if you're awake, I would say just, like make sure that you spend your days doing meaningful things to you until you're sleepy and then go to bed. Yeah.
And then Alex on IG asked, I'm interested to know if you've been able to leave your body from your practice.
So that's where we dissect there and disassociate. I'm all about being in the body and using the soul here. My soul is put in this body for a purpose. And using that power to double down and make this reality amazing. People are trying to leave their bodies. They have a sucky life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't leave somewhere you like. Like if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you don't want to leave their house if you're spending the night or over there. You don't want to separate if you really like them. So if it's not mandatory, you don't leave. So for people who are trying to disassociate, they have a sucky life. They may not admit it, or they might admit it. But nonetheless, it's like, that's not what I teach. I teach like, no, make this life so great. Why would you want to have an out-of-body experience? So no, I don't teach out-of-body experiences. To me, that's like the opposite of what you want in this life. You don't want an out-of-body experience. That's like the opposite of what consciousness gave you a body for. You want the inner body experience to be so effective that it affects the tangible reality around you. That's the powerful way. Great question. Oh man, this is awesome. Thanks, Len. This is grape?
No.
This is pear?
Yep.
Is there any more grape, or did I drink it yesterday? Are they making grape today?
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, what else we got, Sash?
It's like everybody's just enjoying looking at you.
Y'all like looking at me?
They're quite.
Do you guys, are y'all here to like hear me or just to look at me? I know some people have told me they put me on and they turn the TV on mute and they just like look at me. So like, is that y'all as well? I mean, I understand like Kate asks questions and stuff like that. Maybe doesn't have any more questions, but like to the other people who are here, like y'all just like looking at me, or
Alex said, thanks, nice answer.
which one's Alex? The awake person?
No, he was asking.
Or the out of body
the
one.
out of body, yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. Like to me, okay, I'm gonna go on the extreme side. I'm not hating on people who do out of body, right? At all. I'm not. I don't care. I'm not even saying that. But when you truly see what this life is, out of body's stupid. Like, why would you spend time out of your body when you spend time in your body making reality better? Like, why would I waste 3 minutes out of body when I could spend 3 minutes in my body making my reality more solidified, more beautiful, more heavenly, bringing heaven to earth? You know, why? So it's kind of like that. Pear, I'm guessing? Mm-hmm. This pear is interesting. Very interesting. And that's new pineapple? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, let's go. Hey, thanks for getting that too.
So,
Matt, I appreciate that.
Bro said, I do exactly the opposite. I'm at work listening to Mikey.
Oh, so you can't see me, but you can like hear me. You can't see me, but you hear me.
That's cool.
I got King Kong in that trunk. My friend used to have like 212 subwoofers, and sometimes he'd let me borrow his car when I was in like high school. And there's a song called King Kong. It's a cool song. It was kind of like it was the King Kong song, and it was kind of like I didn't really ever hear anybody else outside of my local community listen to that song ever. I guess it was like a Houston rap. Like I'm from Houston, and you have like Mike Jones, Paul Wall, stuff like that. But there's a song called King Kong. It's like, you can hear me before you see me. I got King Kong in my trunk. King Kong, King Kong, the King Kong. It was a really dope song. So yeah, so you hear me, and like even if we don't even talk about something specific, the energy of my voice and the spirit that it's coming from alludes to a greater access and activation inside of you. Because like it's about the spirit you engage in. The spirit is purity, love, benevolence, joy, happiness, opulence, affinity, affluence, and goodness. And whenever a person just speaks from that, even if they say nothing, it has an effect. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. If there's no more, I might just go and just chill with my family. Like, they're beautiful, and I can do some more energy direction.
Which Hilda
But I don't
said,
mind talking to you guys. Well,
Hilda said, am I mistaken, or are you the man who didn't eat for like 6 months or work out but developed muscles just by breath work?
there's a lot of fibers in this one. Hilda?
Yeah, Hilda.
Oh, yeah. They did a good job, but yeah, there's quite a bit of fibers in that one. So I eat once every 300 plus days. You can walk in front of the camera. It's fine. Yeah, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You so sexy. And I haven't worked out in 6.5 years. So I think I went like more than 6 months for sure, because I'd be 180 days. So like kind of like almost like double that. So nearly 12 months without eating. And I haven't worked out in 6 years, 6.5 years. I mean, if you haven't worked out in 6.5 years, you still haven't worked out in 6 years. So if I say 6 years, I'm just so used to saying it because like I've been saying it for nearly a year. I haven't worked out in 6 years, but then I look at the calendar, actually it's been 6.5 years. Nearly. And my muscles are bigger. I'm bigger. I'm taller. I'm freaking ripped. I don't do calisthenics or body weight or anything like that. I'm not here just flexing. Some people are like, yeah, you're just flexing all the time. No, I'm not, bro. I'm literally just standing. I might move and stuff like that. It looks like I'm flexing, but my flexing is like you'll know it's like intense, right? I'm so ripped in a sense and so like lean and muscular that I look like I'm flexing all the time, but I'm not. This is my rested pose. But yeah, I teach people how to do the same, because this life is more than what we've been told. You don't have to go work out or take supplements. It's the weaker way. And yeah, that's what I'm about. You can tap into divinity and like your angelic power. And then when you do, it's naturally expressed in your body. And that's why I teach people like how to express your natural divinity throughout your body. The body is the confirmation of the energy that you're engaging in. So I use the body as like the visuals to show you the results of what the intangible is doing. I can't show you my mind. I can't show you the spirit or the energy I'm engaging in, the spirit of life and everything else, vitality. I can only show you my body. So this is the only like proof I have is like, yo, these are results. My muscles are bigger, my body's leaner. I have all this energy. I look younger and more powerful and everything else. So I use this as the testimony or the receipt, the evidence. But the thing I'm doing is intangible. It's not a physical thing that I'm doing. I'm not physically working. I'm not physically running. I'm not physically taking supplements or doing something like that. I'm engaging in a specific energy. And as I live in that energy throughout the day, it continues to build upon itself and it creates these effects. Now, I lost a bunch of weight. I was like 260. And then I went down to like 191. So like nearly 70 pounds. And then from 191, now I'm at like 215. So I've gained like 24, 25 pounds. And it has to be muscle because there's no fat on my body. Like what 24, 25 pounds for where? Like there's no fat on my body like whatsoever. Like, I'm playing, but like I'm very lean. So that 24 pounds has to be like roughly 24 pounds of muscle. Where did it come from if I haven't worked out in that time? So I started the guide in like 2020. And then, thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate it. And then 2020 to 2021, it's like so it's like the end of 2020, it's like December. And then by like May, somewhere in there, before I think June, even before June, I went down to 190 pounds. So I went from like, roughly like 245. I didn't have a scale back then, so I don't really know my weight. But my highest, I remember one day I did my highest. I was 260. I was like, whoa, I'm not getting too heavy. Like 260 is a lot. So that was my highest. And then by the summer of the next year, like 6 months later, I was like 191 pounds at my low, or 193, 192, somewhere in there. And then from the summer of 2021 to now, it's currently the summer of 2026, was that 5 years, I've gained 25 pounds, but I have not worked out, not even one day. I might still move. I'm not saying I just lay in bed all day, put a blanket over me, I do nothing, but I'm not doing any strenuous physical activities. People who go and hike trails do more strenuous things than I do. People who go to their construction job and labor do more intense than I do. But yet I'm obviously in this condition that's developed muscles and stuff like that. Did I work out before my past? Yeah, but that does not say how I can go to this weight, lose all that weight, I have less muscle, and then by doing nothing, I gain more muscle backs. Like, what the heck? So it shows that there's a higher way, there's unorthodox ways, there's ways out there that people are not familiar with, and then that's why I show you the guide. The cool thing about it is you get to keep all your energy. I don't pay a gym membership, so I save that money. I don't have to buy gym clothes, so I save that money. I don't have to buy supplements, so I save that money. I don't have to drive to a gym, so I save the gas money driving and the time. The time it would take me to work out an hour, and then the drive there and drive back, maybe like 20, 30 minutes, that's like 2 hours of my life, 5 days a week. That's 10 hours of my life every single week. That's 500 hours a year. It's like I get to save 500 hours of my life. I can go do other stuff like be with my family. I'm saving thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours not having to do that crap that other people have to do, nor do I have to ever risk injury because I'm not even engaging in that stuff. So I save time, I save money, and I save energy. So I'm like, this is the highest way, bro. Like, there's nothing better than this. That's why I'm like the guide all the way. So, yeah.
You're doing this, and then you're like,
on this in the back, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's pretty cool. I am that guy.
Yay!
And Hilda asked, do you think we can live forever?
Yeah, but I think living forever is stupid if a person doesn't like live on purpose. Like, just existing forever means nothing if you're not doing the reason you were put on earth. Like, oh, I can feel the energy ramping up in this live now. I can feel it's coming. I can feel the charge just like, and I can, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good life. So, can you live forever? Possibly, but like, what's the point if you're not doing your mission? You're doing the purpose. Like, to just exist and like grow crops or like be a human isn't the purpose of eternity. The purpose of engaging in eternity or foreverness is a sense of going into godhood, God state. So it has to be evolution and phases of evolving to where you become and you shed off the humanity and you become something more. And you go through constant fluxes of that. And as you do, you live another distinct timeline or like cycle. But if you fail to fulfill that, then you don't live forever, because the only way to live forever is to become something more than you were before. And that's what keeps you going. When a person, what people do is they'll usually get manipulated by society, live the normal life. And there's nothing wrong with any of this. Like, live your life. I don't care. You do that and you're happy, yo, cool. As long as you're not hurting people and like everything's good and no lying, cheating, stealing, hurting, protect the kids, please. Keep the kids safe. Like, can't believe I have to say this, but like, keep kids safe, guys. Do whatever you want. As long as you're not doing that stuff, do whatever you want. Most people go to college, or at least they did. And then they look and seek for a relationship, and then they settle down, and they get into a routine, and then they have kids, and the kids become their life, and then they stay in that placement for the next 30 years. Pretty much 20 years until like the kids go out or they go to school or whatever, or like college or whatever. But pretty much that's that same cycle for the next 2 decades, sometimes 3, because they go, whatever. So they never evolve. They've never graduated. They never like shedded off that part of humanity to go into the next one. And a lot of people age in that time. They're like, well, it's the kids, it's this and that. It's like, well, no, it's the lack of awareness and the lack of shedding off that skin so the people can become the godhood that they are. Like, I look this way because of all the skin I shed it previously. Oh, he's a reptilian. We're all reptilians, bro. Shedding off those layers of humanity and embracing the godhood deity. Whenever you do that, you seem to be sustained in time. Like if you go to my IG, my Instagram, right? Like I posted a picture of myself at 19 and 37, and I look so similar. I'm actually a little bit more developed. My muscles gotten bigger and stuff like that. But like I don't look too far from my 19-year-old self. I'm 30, I'm almost 40. And I look very similar to my 19-year-old self. I'm not saying there's not differences. I'm not saying there's not aging and stuff like that. But like, yo, like nearly 20 years has passed, and like that's all the damage that's occurred. Because like I continued evolving. I'd go into each realm and I'd fill that realm up with my life and my spirit, and I would use the energy of that specific realm, and then I would absorb it, and then I'd go into the next realm, and I'd use that energy to fill that realm. And that's how a person is sustained throughout their timelines and like, you know, like history and today. But if you're not doing that, the point of living forever is purposeless, and that purposeless can't live forever. It can't. The only reason to exist is for a purpose, in nature, life, the universe is extremely efficient. If you're not fulfilling your purpose, you will be taken out. You will be like, you won't be able to partake of the resources here in this realm. So you have to fulfill your purpose. And if you're not, you're going to be killed. You're going to be contracted. You're going to be like shrunken up, which is why we see people aging, because they're not living their purpose. Their purpose, I'm not saying purpose is like, go be a pop star, diva, this and that. There's a specific energy every person has to give to the world. All things in the world gives. The sun, the moon, the air, the stars, the land, like everything does its part. And it's kind of up to you to find your part of what you need to do, but they're all kind of the same anyway. It's just energy. Like there's a specific harmony that a person needs to emit that generates life itself. Whenever you generate that life keeps you here. But if you're generating death, a lot of times life will take you out by itself. Like people call it karma. It's not karma. It's just purpose and non-purpose. So whenever you live in your purpose, you have a purpose to be here in reality. And guess what? You get to live longer. But if you're not fulfilling your purpose, then you're not going to live forever. So even if you could live forever, it doesn't matter if you don't want to fulfill your purpose. So you'd have to be able to do your job if you were going to live here forever. I know my job, and that's why I'm sustained in time. I'm doing it. That's the only reason I'm alive, is because like I know what I got to do. I know what the stars say. I know what the universe speaks. I'm here just doing it. I just do it unbiasedly, like whatever. This is my job to the world, so I'm just doing it, kind of in a sense.
Lena sent a fire emoji.
Nina, what is up?
Lena.
Oh, Lena. Hello. Oh, Lena, yes.
And JD asked, what do you do for a living?
The way that question's phrased is already in a contradiction. I don't do anything for a living. I live, and therefore whatever I do, I'm doing as a living being. The people who think, what do you do for a living, are already trapped in their own prison. That's why they don't get ahead in life, because they got to do something for a living, not even recognizing their own life. When there's no recognition or reverence for your own life, you have your life sucked and taken away from you. It's like sucked out like a vampire. I don't do anything for a living. I was born alive. I wasn't born dead. I don't do for a living. I live, therefore I do. I live. So whatever I do as a living right now, I'm drinking this juice. As a living right now, I'm looking at my lovers, my partners. Yes, Sasha, I'm looking at you too, girl.
Hey.
So like, I don't do anything for a living. I live, therefore I am. You know what I'm saying? But if you tell you got to watch your speech, man. It's the most manipulative. It's the most manipulating thing, that it manipulates you way more than any elite or ruling class, whatever you want to blame stuff on, island perpetrators and all this other stuff. You manipulate yourself and do way more damage than anybody else has ever done to you by the way you talk to yourself and the words that you use. What do you do for a living? You already think that you have to do that. So therefore you're trapped. And you're no good unless you, versus sharing all the good that you have, and you won't even think about it, you know? That's big.
And Quinn on Facebook said, much love to you and your lovely family.
Thanks, Quinn.
For all your advice and positive energy. What is your best tip for maintaining a connection to the now and your energy? I watch you not for your physical presence, but for your mind and your heart and attitude.
Okay, then Quinn, fine. I'll just cover up then. I won't show you my sexy body. Forget it. No body for Quinn. Nuh-uh. You can look at this quilted pillow, but there's no Quinn here. If you want to connect to my energy, right? Like the energy that I'm talking about, it's breathing. You most likely don't have the guide, right? That's what I'm
Bring
guessing.
this down just a little bit.
All right, cool. I could step closer.
No, just
You probably don't have the guide then. Like most likely, if you're asking how to connect, you probably don't have the guide because the guide is the step-by-step tutorial manual instruction manual on how to connect this energy. And I tell you so easily in there. But just like the guide says, do I want to share this part or not? No, just get the guide for that. But I will tell you this part. Get the guide for this part, but I'll tell you this part here. Just taking a breath. Just taking a big deep breath and be with yourself, like right there in that moment. Like there's nothing you have to do. Like people make it way too hard. Like it's something like, how do I be present? And like you can never not be present. Even your presence is still focused on something that's out of the present. And that's presence. And that's meditation. It's like all these things all wrapped into one. So there's nothing really you have to do. But when you take a big deep breath, the only thing you can do is feel and experience and see, which is all you could ever do in the first place. So just take a big deep breath, no rush. It doesn't be like, just inhale. Exhale. You get high on this stuff, man. So yeah, it puts you like right here and it engages you. You can feel all your like your pains, your cracks, your soreness, your elations, your euphoria, and everything else. And it kind of like shows you what's going on in your life. Of course, I have meditations in the Discord to show how to connect even deeper, further. There's like certain processes in the guide that you can do to be present on this other stuff. But nonetheless, like you don't really have to do too much. You're already doing it. So just acknowledge that you're already doing it, and then it'll amplify.
beautiful. Which she said not yet.
Yeah, I know.
And then
Like you guys telling yourself, like I know people have the guide and don't, like because there's certain things that you'll say. It's like, oh, you don't have the guide.
Lainey on Instagram said, I'm curious about the story of your transition from conventional life to the extraordinary.
Lainey, I love you so much. I can't say I've ever had a conventional life in my entire life. I've never had a conventional life, so it's always been pretty extraordinary from day one. I don't know my biological father. My mom gave me up when I was 4. I went to go live with my grandma. Her boyfriend was an alcoholic. He almost drowned me in the backyard pool. I was like 6 or 7. Then I went to go live with my stepdad, but my stepdad worked all the time. So at the age of like 7, all the way to like 16, I was home alone by myself. No adult, no brother, no sister, no mom. She left. My stepdad would work, especially on the weekends. So my only social hour was like school. So I'd go to school, but you know, you're in class, you don't get to really talk as much. And that was my only time to really be social. I was molested by a 17-year-old girl when I was 6. She was beautiful though, like hands down. Like if I saw that girl, I would say like, yeah, this is a very beautiful girl, like even to this day. So at least it wasn't like a ugly uncle. At least it wasn't like a gross type of Epstein thing. I got my first prayer answered when I was around 6 as well. A lot of stuff happened like around 6. And then like God showed itself to me and it started like blessing all of my life. I learned the power of prayer. Even though we were broke, we're like living in poverty, I got whatever I wanted still because I could understand this like type of energy. Developed gynecomastia around the age of 9, and I hated that, so I'd pray for that, but like no matter what, it didn't really go away. It's kind of like the thorn in my side. So I went to the doctors for gynecomastia. Gynecomastia, if you don't know, is like breast tissue on males. Like male grow actual breast tissue, not just like fat, but like breast tissue. I don't lactate, never did. So it wasn't like that extreme, but some dudes can lactate if they have gynecomastia. I went to the doctors. The doctor said, hey, it's a prepubescent thing. It should be out by the time you're like 13, you know, like hit puberty. I waited until I was 13. It got worse. And then I said, well, maybe I need to be like more than 13. So let me wait till I'm 14. About the age of 14, it got even more worse than before. So I went to the doctor and I'm like, yo, doctor, you told me it would be gone by puberty. I'm past my, you know, puberty time. It's bigger. What's up? Doctor apologized, said, I don't know, I'm sorry. But here's a number to a surgeon, go get it cut out. I hated that card. They, like, their answer was they handed me a card of a surgeon. I'm like, I felt so just like, I felt so much indignation in that moment. I'm like, how dare you? I waited, because I went to the doctor when I was 10. I had it when I was 9, developed when I was 10. It really came out when I was 11. So I waited from 10 to like 14. So I waited 4 years of my life as a kid, patiently waiting for 4 years, 4 effing years, waiting on the doctors. What they said, I held their words in my head every single day, believing. And it did not go away, but it got worse. And I'm like, dude, I gave you 4 years of my life and you produced nothing. So I'm like, F this. I had blood tests done. I had all kinds of stuff done. Like I had like ultrasound, I had blood tests, like all kinds of work done to find out what was going on with me as a kid. So like by the time I'm an adult, like, oh, get your blood work done. I'm like, F you, shut up. I've gotten blood work and they still didn't know. And all this stuff, right? So then I took it in my own hands when I was 14 to start figuring something out. So I started like fasting, like going on 3-day fast. And this was before the internet. Like I didn't have the internet. This was 14 was 2003, right? The internet was out, right? But we were poor. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have a computer. I grew up without a computer. I would go to, like, we'd have a home computer in my house and it was so boring. I would just get up and go outside and go play, like, or just do something or play like some video game. I was never on the computer. Like it was so boring to me. But somebody loves a computer. Why are you looking back? So anyway, so I started like fasting, and I started just putting as many combinations as I could together. I didn't have a computer, so I couldn't get information. We weren't rich, so I couldn't hire a personal trainer. At that point, we had moved out to the country, so there was no one around me. We had this big yard and the woods behind me. I kind of grew up in the, oh, Sasha, you know what? We were almost the last house in our neighborhood too, right by the forest.
Oh, wow.
So kind of like here, we're like the last house and there's the forest there. Like where I grew up, there was like, we were almost the last house and there's the forest there. So either way, like who am I going to talk to in the country? Like there's no one who knows this. No one has gynecomastia and all this other stuff. So I just started putting all these mixtures and combinations together that I possibly could. I became vegetarian. I'm like, maybe if I just eat plants, maybe if I just eat that, maybe if I run a lot, maybe if I don't eat at all, maybe if I just drink water, maybe if I go days without eating and drinking water, maybe if I just go days with, I just did every combination. I did this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And I lost a bunch of weight because I was heavy set. I was, heavier. But even though I lost a bunch of weight, the gynecomastia was still as prominent as ever. Like, yeah, I'm skinnier, but the boobs are looking bigger because like my body's not even big anymore. Now I'm skinny and the boobs pop even more. I'm like, what the heck? It looks bigger. When my body got skinnier, it really accentuated the breasts. And I was like, what the heck, dude? So I was doing all this stuff and I started working out. Working out when I was like 18-ish. It's like somewhere around there. I'm like, okay, screw it. Maybe if I just like lift weights and try this. And it kind of made it look not as obvious anymore. But anytime I would lift weights to do chest, it would put my chest out and then my gynecomastia would be even more prominent. So it's only accentuated as well. And I did keto and carnivore. I did fasting and vegan and all this other stuff. I was even like contemplating getting surgery. But in this time, I'm also getting all these prayers answered. I'm getting like money when I wanted and girls and this and that. It's just my body was the thing I wasn't like really seeing the results with. And then I pushed really hard one day when I was like around 30, probably like 29 or somewhere in there, and ended up injuring my elbow. And I couldn't do upper body anymore. And then eventually I just did lower body because I couldn't, if I would have do bench press with my upper body, my elbow would go going down. It wouldn't do anything, but every time I press, and I was like cracking like crazy and making all these sounds. I'm like, if I do this, I'm gonna lose my ability of my arm and my elbow by the time I'm like 40, because it was horrible sound. It was crazy. And so I only did lower body. I ended up doing so much lower body, I tore my Achilles and I couldn't walk. Like the pain of a torn Achilles it hurts. It's like, whoa, like you even put pressure on it, sends alerts to your brain. Yo, danger, danger, danger. So at that point I couldn't do upper body and I couldn't do lower body. So I was disabled. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do upper stuff. I couldn't even like really lift this arm or anything like that. So I can only have my left side. So I just laid in bed and, you know, like, man, what I'm going to do? And I was worried about getting fat, the breast and everything else. And then Lay came into my life, like during that time as well. So she started helping me to like develop like new ways of things I can do, even if I can't work out and all this other stuff. And, you know, eventually we made the guide and I got like super ripped, super lean. My chest is the flattest it's ever been in my entire life. So like people are like, oh, Grandma Kamashi. I'm like, nah, bro, this is good compared to what it used to be. This is like nothing. I have like an inverted chest compared to what it used to be, or concave. Because it used to be so big out. I'm like, dude, this is like crazy. It's like a normal chest to me now. I'm like, wow. You know, because I went and got blood tests done and this and that and all this other stuff and blah, blah. But I never got surgery. I was always opposed to surgery. I'm like, I don't want that, bro. And I started living the guide. So like really no part of my life has ever been conventional or normal. I grew up as the only kid. I had nobody around me. I grew up with breast. I knew how to manifest and pray at the age of like 6. And I've never had a conventional life. Even in school, like I was the outlier, but I knew how to do this energy. So I used my energy to become the most popular kid in school. So like I was like, everyone was like Caucasian. I grew up in the country. Eventually, I went to the country like around the age of like probably like 12-ish, something like that, 13, somewhere in there. And probably like by the middle of 6th grade. So whatever age you are then, I was probably already 12, but I had maybe just turned 12 or something like that. And everyone there is like Caucasian people. Everyone's like white, right? Like country white people, like listening to country music, like Hank Williams Sr., Hank Williams Jr., and even Hank III, fishing, hunting, all that other stuff. And I'm like not white. I'm not Caucasian really. I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm by myself alone. I don't fit in with the people at school. There's no one to fit in at home. There's like everywhere I go, I'm always like different in every way. Got breasts, this and that. I'm tall. This is like everywhere I go, I'm different. So there was never a point in my life that was ever conventional. Ever. I've never at any point in my life. The only thing that's conventional is I'm human. I have 2 arms. I have 2 legs. I have a body. I speak English. A lot of people speak English. So that's kind of like where it stops in a sense. And yeah, so like now I just embrace the differences, and it's cool because it's given me so much more power now. If I would have been born with a conventional life, you know, I was molested as a kid by the freaking girl and everything else and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know, maybe a bunch of kids have, hopefully not. I don't wish that on anybody, but you know, that those things there, no mom, no dad, don't know my dad. Grandma's boyfriend almost drowns me. There's never anything conventional in my life. Now I'm still not conventional. I have multiple lovers. I'm a guy who has like multiple wives, and so it's just like, you know, I have muscles without working out. Like I am literally the embodiment of unconventional, which is cool because like in that unconventionality, I live a more efficient way. So it's actually easier. Like this, I wasn't trapped in the thought of, because like there was no parents there to teach me. So I had to like learn how to learn myself. I had to learn how to learn on my own, which gave me the leading edge. And I was always kind of like more advanced than people because I didn't have a parent to tell me what to do. I had to learn how to learn myself. So entering any new endeavor or field or genre, I could grasp it a lot faster than the other kids usually because they had to be handheld. Which kind of says the state of the world now, why so many people need their handheld, because probably their parents babied them. You ever think about that? That's probably why so many people need their handheld today, is because their parents babied them. They didn't learn how to learn. Because there's so many, like I go online, I go to my DMs, and there's so many people just need their handheld. I'm like, you guys are grown adults, but you're acting like babies. Like you can't even like it, like, okay, cool. this is a hypothetical example. I'm not saying this is what it is, but it's something like this. It's like they're like, hey man, can I get the guide? Yeah, just go to my website, linked in the bio. Can you just send me the link? Bro, if you just click on my picture here, it will take you to my bio and you can click the link right there versus me going into a browser to copy paste and bring it back. And it's like right there, but like, you know, and so it's kind of like that. It's just like, yeah, you can have the guide, link in my bio. Could you just send me the link? It's like they need everything done for them. And like, I really wondered, like, dude, what's wrong with people? Like they can't even click a bio, like it's right there. Like you could do it faster than it would take you to even type. Could you just send me the link? Just click it, bam. 2 clicks versus could you send me the link? So it seems as if maybe those people were just babied by their parents. Cause I know that like, you know, this past generation, like for millennials and the people even after, maybe they wanted their kids to have a better life than them, but it ended up making their kids, what's the word I'm looking for? Not inadequate, but like to where they're disabled and like they can't do anything, enabled pretty much, where they can't do anything. And it's just like, what's up with the state of our world where people like even the most basic things like not comprehending, and it might be because their parents just babied the crap out of them and did everything for them. You know, when I had to go to the dentist, I'd sometimes have to call and make my own appointments. You know, I had to go and, you know what, like, you know, whenever
Dependent, they said.
No, like what was it like incontinent or something like that?
Incompetent?
They made him hella incompetent, extremely incompetent. This person is like not able to do, like, to actually complete anything in the real world. It's like, yo. So either way, even whenever I was a kid, I would sign my own report card. Like if I was going on a field trip, I would sign my own name or my dad's name for him on my own report card, on the field trip, on the permission slip, on this. I was my own parent by then. I'm like, I would read over the thing. This is me at like 10. All right, what is this paper here? What do we put my glasses on? What we got here? Oh yeah, the kid me. That's pretty cool. Yeah. One of my first contests at like the age of 1. Been winning ever since the beginning. But either way, like I would, you know, it made me extremely competent, while most people, because they were babied by their parents, I think are incompetent, or at least not able to perceive what's actually going on. Like you can be educated with no perception. You know how to regurgitate and like have a stimulus, like, oh, when it pokes this button, say this thing, buzzword, versus like what's actually happening. If I go beyond the programming and like my templates of like my word and my phrasing, what can I actually like respond in this manner that's relevant to what's going on to progress it into the next step or the next phase? So anyway, long story short, I think it really I think it has really made me aware of what's going on in life, and I wouldn't trade any of it. I wouldn't trade it for a mother, father. I wouldn't trade my situation with the 17-year-old girl. I wouldn't, you know, trade the situation with the drunk grandma's boyfriend almost drowning me. It is what it is. I made it this far, so yeah, life is good. It's made me extremely strong. I am so freaking strong. It's crazy. All right, Tasha, what else do we have?
Awesome. So, Lainey said, wow, I can relate to a lot of your story. Also, this is cool.
I'm glad, Lainey.
Marco said, just bought the guide. Even just the initial section message from Mikey struck very hard, and my life has already improved significantly. Thank you.
I love you. Is Marco?
Marco,
I love you. Do you hear what Marco's saying? Like, I'm telling you guys, there's an energetic sequence pattern that I place inside of the guide to activate certain things inside of you that just from reading the welcome message, all I can use is my words, right? I can show you my body. This is what it did for me. I can show you testimonies of people who've lost 50 pounds, 70 pounds. Some people have gained muscles without work. I can show you all this other stuff. And even Marco's testifying like, bro, like this thing is so powerful just from the welcome message. And they could say it in all those ways, but all I have at the end of the day is my words. And this is how I done it. I put specific syntax, sequence patterns inside of the guide to activate confidence and righteousness and power in you. You're not buying a book. Some people are like, oh, why so much for a book? It's so expensive. It's like, it's not a book. It's not a book. Yeah, it's in text format and stuff like that. Has a spine, has pages. But it's almost like a, it's almost like a sorcery guide. Not a sorcery as in witchcraft, but a source. You're sourcing, you're sorcering, you're sorcery. Like you're sourcing true life and energy inside of you, and it just lights you up. It makes you so freaking capable and able because it unlocks the energy that's inside of you that's dormant, so you can go out there and kick ass. You can go out to the real world and actually be effective. From the guy that had to take care of himself since he was 7. There's nothing I can't do. Like, I believe in myself for anything, dude. Like, that's why I'm so lazy, because I know, like, oh, I can get that by just like this one thing, bam. So I do almost nothing, because like if I ever need something, I can go just touch something and it prospers. So the guy who's capable, who's well able, created this instruction manual that you just opening up the welcoming message, you can already feel the power and the voltage coursing through your body. You're like, I can do anything. And you feel that going through you. And no other book does that. There's some self-help books, there's some like romance novels and stuff like that. This is not that. This is literally almost like an energetic magic guide that once you put your eyes upon these words, you come alive and you see life for the first time. Now, again, all I can say is my words, but once you open it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Marco said it. So many other people have said, like, I've never experienced anything like this. Sometimes just holding it, you can feel the energy. That's how powerful this is. So it's not written by AI. It's not written by, because I copied somebody on YouTube. Okay, what's your course, bro? I need to make a course. I need some money for it. It's none of that crap. This is my heart and soul and everything I actually believe in incarnate onto text format. So when you partake of it and interpret it, you're interpreting the very essence and the soul of this being that you see in front of you. And you take on the same energy and you have the same power that I have. Oh, Marco, make sure to hop in the Discord.
Zion said, autodidactic, ability to learn to do anything.
Autodidactic is cool. Yeah, I totally vibe with that.
And Ibaka said, your life experiences taught you independence, which is a blessing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Ibaka?
Ibaka.
Oh, yeah. You say some wild stuff.
And then Dan said, hi, Mikey. What would you do if you had chronic tinnitus? I asked this on a previous live, but you skimmed past it.
You know, look, hey, I love you. I think you're awesome. We try to get to every single question that we can. Sometimes there's a lot of questions, but today there's not as many questions, so we'll definitely answer your question. I've actually answered this question so many times about tinnitus. I've answered it probably at least twice, but I would say maybe even 3 times before, like in the past month. So you can regenerate your entire body, your ears, your drums, your teeth, and everything else. I'm not saying that you're going to grow new teeth or whatever, or like if you've had whatever, your eardrum ruptured, blown out, and like extracted. I'm not saying you're going to grow a new one, but like if it's still intact and it has a blood supply to it, you can regenerate it. So you have to regenerate greater than your defect. If not, you'll be at a deficit and you'll never be able to catch up. So you need to come to the point. You don't have the guide, right? Obviously. First step is it's going to help you, right? Whether you listen to me or not. First step, if you get the guide, it will help you. Because there's 340 pages of what to do. Do this, don't do that. Do this, don't do that. But as a summary and a generalization of the first couple steps in the guide, you want to remove toxins because they are making you decay and degenerate. They're mutating your cells. They're causing your body to atrophy and collapse on itself. So you won't be able to regenerate your ears or anything in your body if you're dying. All right, so cut off and disassociate from what kills you. Next part, intake the elements, the alphabet, the rainbow, and all this other stuff to build your body back up. With that, harmonize yourself from the inside from anything that would be extracting your energy from you. Worried out, fear, sabotage, all this other stuff. When you have a surplus of energy, and you occupy the harmonic state, like it mentions in the guide, you embrace the harmonic state, your body comes into a state of regeneration, and your ailments, even if it's tendonitis, goes away. You rise one day and you notice, I can hear fine. I can hear with clarity. My body feels great. There's no more soreness. There's no more pain. So that was a quick overview of a 340 something page guide document in like a minute and a half. But like there's no direct steps because all the steps are needed. You miss one, you don't get the result. So that's what you're going to do. The moment you get in that harmonic state, you can regenerate. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with this? You can regenerate it. You just got to remove what's killing you. You can regenerate it. You just got to intake and consume what you're made of so you can have the building blocks to regenerate. You can regenerate it, but if you're still wasting energy on worry, doubt, fear, like cortisol and all this other stuff, like, having cortisol spikes, then you're going to be focused and divert your energy to that versus regenerating you. It's so easy.
And Free Followers came back. He said, feeling better after yesterday's talk.
Oh, that's nice, man. Who? Free. This is free.
Yes, this is free.
But did you listen to it today? Remember, that's the thing, man. Take the instructions, take the insight. Listen to this every single day. Not this one here that you can if you want to, but that specific message was for you. Let it. I know you missed stuff yesterday because like when a person's in, I'm not saying that you are, but I'm just going to say whatever emotion we're in, we're only going to receive a certain bit of information and data. But the next day comes and we're in a slightly different emotion, and we listen to the same thing again. It's like, oh, I'm hearing things I didn't hear before. And then we're in this emotion, then we hear things in ways that we didn't know before either. So every time you're in a different emotion or a state, you're going to pick up different attributes of the data that's being relayed to you. So make sure to listen to it every day for 30 days, man. It's only going to empower you. It's not going to do anything but empower you. It's not going to do anything but empower you to stand up and be the greatest man you could possibly be. And I believe in you. That's why I even gave my breath. I gave my breath to you, bro, so you can be empowered.
Beautiful. And Marco said, yes, the energy is all there. Ciao, Marco Polo.
Yo, love you, man.
And he said, yes. Free said, yes.
Oh, he did listen to today. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud.
FBGM asked, where do we find this document?
You can go to MikeyBreathes.com, and it's called the Life Guide. You just get it, the Life Guide. And there's a physical copy. You have a physical copy here. There's a hardcover. There's a paperback. There's a digital.
The paperback is bigger now.
Is that the one over there, Sasha?
Yes, this is the one.
Wow. Hold on. I'm going to get this one anyway.
Yeah, that's the old one.
Somebody asked me, like, is the guide complete? Is it finished? Or is like, you think about ever updating it? Can you pull up on the digital, on the iPad? So this is our current guide, right? I told you guys, like, hey, Mikey, tell me what to do. Nearly 350 pages. Okay? Mikey, tell me what to do. Okay, you want me to tell you? You want me to? Okay, page number 1. Blah 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 blah. Come on, just get the guide, bro. It's already right here. So this is what the guide used to be, right? And this is what the guide is now. Do you see that? Do you see the difference? Can you guys see the difference? This is what the guide used to be when we first made the guide, right? This is the guide. It started out as 22 pages. This is already like 100, maybe 200 pages, something like that. But we update the guide every like 6 months to a year, sometimes every quarter. Just depends on how much I want to update it. Because I'm not consumed in making products. I'm more consumed in just living this life. So I'm not trying to like make the best product ever. I'm trying to make my best life in a sense, so I can express this, right? So this is what the guide used to be. It's the older version. This is the newer version. And this is the difference between it. See how it's like twice, it's like more than double. So this is the newest copy.
And even newer.
So yeah, I will get that here in a second. So this is it's so obvious. Like look at that, dude. Like look how, like we add a lot to it. We're always updating it and adding to it. We're not really taking away from the old ones, but we are adding to as I get more revelation and stuff like that. And then we have, so these are the paperbacks. So they're floppy, right? And this is the hardcover. Now we have the hardcover guide. and super hard. So like because in the guide I tell you to read the guide every single day because you're going to get this energy. It's almost like your coffee, right? When you read this, even Marco's like, dude, just reading the welcome message. Holy crap! Like it's his coffee, it's his spark, it's his inspiration. So guess what? Spark yourself every day. Spark yourself every day. Like set yourself on fire in a sense every day. Metaphorically speaking, not physically. Please don't physically set yourself on fire. That's stupid. But I'm saying like in your heart and your soul and your passion, spark yourself, like inspire. So I have people read the guide every day. Guess what? People were getting the paperback copy of the guide and they were reading it every day to where it was falling apart because they were not obsessed, but like they were transmuting this power, that they were transferring this power to them to where like the guide started falling apart. So like, hey, can you make a hardcover so it doesn't fall apart on me? Because like they were like, this thing is intense. Like you're not going to want to leave it once you actually have it. Once you actually have the guide and you read, you're like, holy crap, this is the greatest thing I've ever read in my life. It's not a novel. It's not a book. It's not a pamphlet. It's not like some sort of story. It's not Mikey's story, how he was touched as a kid. It's literally, these are just the words to life. And this is what it is. So we also made a hardcover, our first ever. And now you could have it and it's like more durable and stuff like that. So yeah, same thing. So yeah, here it is. Amazing, right? So yeah, we've definitely, so we have these and we also have the German edition as well. And then Lay brought this one up here. We also have the digital copy as well. So we have, there's a digital copy of the guide that we have on our iPad. So you can have it on your device, Android, Apple, iOS, doesn't really matter. Or you can have a hardcover book, or you could have a paperback that's more floppy. They're all awesome. They're all power. And they all say the same thing. You know, obviously the older one here, right? This bottom one it's not as new as this one. So we make updates and advancements on it usually every 6 months to a year, sometimes 3 to 4 times a year. It just depends. So if you're in the Discord community, you get free updates. So every time we update the guide, you can have access to the digital version for free if you're in the Discord. If you want the physical copy, we give you a huge discount on it if you're a member in the Discord. So if you have the old version of the guide, right? Thank you so much, Lay. Thank you so much, Sashi. I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah. If you have the old version of it, the skinny version, and you want the newer version, like the physical copy of it, we give you a huge discount. So that way you just pay like a small price and you get this shipped out to you as well. So yeah. Super easy, super awesome, amazing.
Which I thought this was really cool. Ari said that, I appreciate you, big dog, giving us our sovereignty back. The body and energy are a reflection of that. And he also got rid of jewelry because of yesterday's live.
Dude, heck yeah. Give me some dab, Ari. I love you, man.
Yo.
You're so cool. Yeah, 100%. Like I wouldn't even wear, like, so we're already getting a new necklace for me as well. Because this one, like my neck's getting so thick, like it's literally like you can see my skin pinching, like bulging out. Like I'm getting bigger and even my neck is growing. So I'm like, all right, I'm not working out, man. Like what? I'm not working out, but my neck is getting thicker. My muscles are getting bigger. And it's kind of like, all right, we need a bigger, like I'm 37, bro. Like you don't keep growing taller and getting bigger. Like people usually by the time, like they're in their prime around 33, maybe like 35. Usually you're going down, like, you know, I mean, like things are starting to happen, right? People start to age. I'm looking younger and I'm getting bigger and I'm getting more muscles. My neck is getting thicker. And it's just like, what the heck, man? This is crazy. So yeah, I'll begin some a new necklace as well. No jewelry. You want to keep the charging. I'm getting bigger because I'm holding on to a charge at a greater rate.
Also, Jet said, hello, my friend. I am from Kathmandu.
Yo, dude. I'm in Kathmandu. KTM. Cheers to you, man.
Yo.
The name's Brett.
Jet, J-E-E-T.
Oh, J-E-E, Jeet.
So it could be Jeet.
It could be a Jeeter. What's up, Jeet? How you doing, man?
And Chad.
I gotta say, Nepal has been probably my favorite place of all time. Like, my life has been so, and there might be an accumulation of like a lot of things converging at the same time. My body is the healthiest or the greatest or the strongest it's ever been. My intellect and my insight and my foresight and my knowledge is the greatest it's ever been. My reach and my expanse is the greatest it's ever been. Like, you know, my reach out to the world. Like everything in my life is succeeding, and like my life is the best it's ever been here in Nepal. Like my life has been like everything is like to the highest, like everything, my psychic abilities, my beauty, my strength, my luxury, like everything is like the best it's ever been. Like my life has steadily gone up and up and up and up, but here it's like it is great. And it's almost like I'm in a dream, bro. Like this is so beautiful. So I love Nepal, I love Kathmandu, and I love the world. I love you guys. You're awesome.
Cool. I see here Erica said, I'm getting the guide next week. I'm so excited and looking forward to having some guidance and direction.
100%. I love you. I love you so much, Erica. And make sure that once you get it, you hop into the Discord, you get a free week. If you guys got the guide, I email you a receipt purchase for getting the guide. Then I email you a second email, a follow-up email that has the free week to the Discord in it. So make sure to get that. Make sure to click it, hop in. It's free. You still got to put in your card information just if you want to continue it, but like it doesn't charge you. You can cancel at any time, the free membership. But definitely hop in there. There's a bunch of resources and a bunch of energy. So yeah.
Yes. And if you did get the digital guide, that means you would have had a third email, because the second email will be your download link. And that one does have a link to the Discord, but it's not with the free week. So look for the third email that says free week. Okay.
Is that what it's titled?
No, it's not what it's titled. I actually don't remember what it's titled.
I've never sent an email out. I haven't sent an email in probably like 10 years.
It's in our automations. So beautiful.
I probably haven't sent an email out since 2020, like it's February 2020. I haven't used email or sent an email or like anything. That's crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah,
but you guys still get emails. So
yeah.
That's the way to send a digital copy and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Dude, I look so ripped just like standing here.
You are.
I look like some sort of athlete or something like that. It's crazy.
Wow. Should I fix it or is it good?
How's it look on my face?
Still looks good.
I feel like I'm just like an athlete. You know that one song where that dude's like, he's an R&B singer and he's singing, his like V's going down. It's like almost like he has no clothes on. I kind of feel like that. I do have clothes on. I have shorts here.
Someone did ask, do you have pants on?
I have pants on. But it just looks so like I look like an armor plated body, man. This is crazy.
It's very cool.
All right, I'll be right back. Give me
I
like
was
one.
just about to be right back.
Where you gotta go? You gotta go?
I gotta use the restroom real quick, but
Okay, go ahead.
are you sure? You need to go?
Well, say a message real quick.
Okay, so Lainey also asked, how did your inner transformation eventually manifest as financial freedom in your outer world?
So how did my inner transformation happen as the like monetary? Like how did I get money, right? Like when did it happen? I've had money all my life. I've had money since I was 6. Even though I was poor, I probably had more money than my parents. Like I bet you anything, I had more money than my parents because I understood what this was. So probably the age of like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I had like thousands of dollars as a kid, like a kid. It wasn't until I started believing in Jesus, not believing in, I believed in Jesus since I was like 9. But when I started going to church, that's whenever it really like, I started like living in poverty and like fear of demons. Like you'd be surprised how satanic most Christians are, because all they do is worry about the devil, which means they just give the devil all their thought, all their energy. They're like Christians are actually satanic because they think about the devil more than Satanists do. I'm not saying all Christians, but I'm just saying like a lot of them are so afraid everything's demonic, everything's a demon. Like that's all they focus on is demons. They're not saying that's angelic. Man, I love the angels here. It's always demonic, the evil. They have a radar for just like finding evil and focusing on it. There's this video where like this dude has this body of cameras. He has like all these cameras on his body. And a woman walks up to them and say, don't film me. I don't want to be filmed. And she's like right in front of the camera. It's like, you literally willingly walked in front of the camera. Instead of walking away to not be filmed, you walked right in front of the camera. Now you're being filmed and everything in HD. Like, it's kind of how Christians are with demons. They're just focusing on, they're just looking for them, you know? That's when I lost a bunch of money and I actually went negative in my bank accounts. But then I got right back on track again and just started like going back to the regular flow of everything. Most people don't have money because they worship it. They hold it so high in their life that they just see money as this big thing and they want it so bad. That's what creates the resistance, is wanting it so bad. When you don't really want money all that much, you don't really care about it, and you just do what you want to do, money always finds its way to you. Money is just like a dude picking up girls, okay? I have been with hundreds of women, a lot. Sometimes I've been with like 4 women in the same day. Like I'd meet one, be with her, meet another one, be with her, meet another one, be with her, and by the end of the night, meet one last one and be with her. Like I was just one day. I'm talking about sometimes throughout the week, I'd be with like a new girl each day. Like it's insane, right? The best way to, it's the same. Money and women are the same thing. Don't glorify it. Don't put her on a pedestal, bro. She still craps. She still wipes her butt. She probably misses some, and there's still a little bit of a, poo stain there. And see, like, it's just normal. She's just a normal person, dude. Like, don't like freak out about her. Same thing with money. It's just a thing. It's just a tool. It's just an object. It's not this, oh my God. And whenever you start treating it like that, you could be cool around it, not be like so like weird energy. And then it comes to you and like it likes you. The girls will come and the money comes. It's just like that. All right, here you go, Sasha.
Okay. And
Gotta get this phone real quick.
okay.
You have the Samsung or Lay has it? I know it's right. Cool, give me like 1 second. I need to do this real quick, guys.
Okay. Enjoy.
Look. Now it's just you on the Samsung.
Yo, that's wild. He's talking about on the screen on their TV. There's like, we're playing an old live, and on the screen is me by myself on the live. So, how is everyone doing? Hey, Erica. That's D'Angelo. Yeah, I could totally see him being that person that Mikey said. If you guys have any questions, you can drop it down below. And Sean, to your question, it's not that we allow or let. Those words are so like, I don't know. We actually want him to, but like we're not forcing him in any way. Like we have no, like he is his own free person, and like we want the best for him. So like, yeah, I wouldn't say the word let, but we encourage it too because he wants it. So Oasis says hi. Hey Oasis, what's up? How's it going? And if you guys want to line up the questions for Mikey, you totally can. And if you have any questions for me, I'm here too. I'm just filling in time right now. Which, by the way, I was actually working on some projects while Mikey was speaking. And we have a new version of the life guide coming out soon. Maybe August. So he was talking about the life guide and everything. So just a little update for you guys. If you already have the life guide, if you join our Discord, you can actually get the updated copy of it for free. But it's just the digital version. So, but because it's like changing constantly with new stuff, it's a cool like thing to do is getting the digital version. Dan, I will totally share that message with Mikey. Dan said, thanks for the great answer on the tendinitis. So we will totally let him know. So Sean, it's, man, that's the same thing. Like the allowed and letting, like we're all free people. Like we're not bound by like each other or whatnot. But I'll say this. We just want to be with Mikey. So that is our choice. And then Neal said, do you live in the U.S.? Currently, we do not live in the U.S. Yes, we're U.S. citizens born there. But we are traveling the world right now. So currently we are in Nepal. And then hopefully soon we're going to be going to China. And actually, hopefully soon, as in like in a couple of days, hopefully we're going to go. We're just waiting for the embassy to come back with our passports. The Chinese embassy has held our passport just for extra verification for like a month. So the month is almost up. And we will be going there soon. And if you guys have any questions, you can totally ask it. I'm actually going over our welcome message from the guide. So if you guys want to, I can totally read it. And oh my God, Pierre, yo. Pierre said, love you and miss you guys. Oh my gosh, how have you been? Oh my gosh, we miss you too. We have talked about you many times on the live. Mikey always talks about how you guys met in the onsen. Yeah, it's that Pierre. He says, love and miss you guys. So, yeah, Lay says, hey. Or actually, she's like, yo, what up? How have you been? Where are you? Are you back in France? Or are you still traveling? What's going on? Love to reconnect. Be so cool to see you again. And Sean asked, where did Mikey find us? Like, where did we meet? I met Mikey 15 years ago, and we met on the set of his music video. I was a cinematographer, and he was a musician at the time. And then he met Lay 6 years ago, and it was all very, like, I guess you could say spiritual. And aw, Pierre says, it's been too long. For real, it's been like, has it been like 2 years now? Oh my gosh. Or a year and a half? I don't know. It's been a while. So either way, I am so glad that you said hey to Mikey in the onsen, because that was such a great time in our life. And it was so good to have like English speaking friends. Because before that, we were traveling in South America for a very long time, and very few people there spoke English. So, like, seeing and meeting Pierre was like so cool and refreshing, because we haven't met friends that like really spoke English until then. Sean, we met in the US of A. I met Mikey in Houston, Texas, and we met Lay in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, cool. Pierre is currently in London. We'll have to call you guys at some point soon. Okay, yes, let's do it. How is London? Is it good? And then Ibaka, why do you want to know? The people on YouTube might not see these Instagram comments, but hey, I'm not going to read those out loud because those are some sensitive topics.
Yeah, just read the room, have awareness and understand what this is, and kind of like flow with it, and then life will be a lot better for you. You'll get into better places.
Which, by the way, Pierre is on.
Show my dude from Japan.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I shared our story about how we met on my Discord channel like 2-3 days ago, like Sunday, like 4 days ago. I'm like, yeah, man, there was this because there's a member who just joined. His name's Pierre. I'm like, oh, pardon vous say, oui, mon ami. And he's like, I'm German. And I was like, all right, well, last Pierre I know, I shook hands with him when we were both butt naked with our dongs out in a Japanese sauna in an onsen. And you know what? It was a weird situation to initiate, but it made a great friendship. So I love you so much, man. Cheers. We have a even bigger house than last time, than the Japanese house. Imagine the Japanese house, but like 5 more stories. I feel like I have my own shopping mall. Like you can see the stairs in the back. I'm on the other side. Like there's like 5 internal stories, 3 external stories out there, and then some more stories down at the bottom. It's crazy, man. Come over, dude.
He said, Mikey, bro.
I love you so
heart."
much, man.
He's currently in London.
Oi, then, Gardner. Driving on the wrong side of the road, eating me. Love you, bro. How is that place?
Yeah, I asked him.
How's the UK? It's super, dude. Like I'm becoming like UV man. I'm getting so much radiation from the sun. Like, dude, I'm becoming a whole new species and breed of people because I'm getting so much like radiation and development and advancement. So, how is London? You get any sun over there? Like, what's it like, man?
He said, "Love you."
Say hi to Esme for her. Tell her I love her.
Esme,
Oh, Esme, yeah.
I just realized
Love
what we're
you,
talking about.
She's so beautiful. I love you.
Yeah, she's
All right,
she's
next.
amazing.
Moving on. Oh, and Raynell's out there, right? Yo, Raynell is obviously a real person because
Raynell
y'all haven't
is
met her.
in UK. Yes.
Raynell's cool too.
I
She's
don't
also
know
in
if
UK.
she's in London though.
But she's there. She's not. I don't know. She's not in Egypt. Say hi to Bebo for me.
Oh, hey, Bebo.
Yo, oh my
Hey,
God.
girl.
Just everywhere there's a girl, bro. I swear to God. Every country there's a girl. Say hi to Alexandria in Spain for me, okay? Tell her I love her and I miss her, and bring some fruit when she comes over. You know, so like every place. All right, next question. What we got?
Awesome. So Lucas.
Pierre,
said-
do I look bigger than last time you see me? Is my voice deeper? No, I'm not like going to make my voice lower, but I'm saying like, do I seem any different? Because Pierre, we hung out like we were like close friends when we were together, like when we were hanging out in Japan in Hokkaido, in Niseko. So yeah, we would hang out all the time and go to onsens. Like, you know, I see a dude's PP one time, we're friends for life, bro. So true facts. What up, Japan? Anyway, yeah.
Gary the Mad Cat said, "Can't wait till the book arrives."
Dude, I love you, Gary. Hop in the Discord until then, man. I'm telling you, it's going to advance you.
Heck yeah.
I think in Japan, I was probably like 206. No, probably 200. Okay, I'll have to see.
Yeah, let's check.
Japan was November of 2023. Okay, so let's find out. I have my handy dandy calendar here.
Also, Lucas said, "I don't really have much money currently, but I actually really consider on buying the life guide."
It'll make you more money, bro. Like, it'll make you smarter. It'll make you more intelligent. Like, it'll make you like the guide's made a lot of people a lot of money.
Pierre said, "Voice is defo deeper, bro. Muscles more defined."
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like I hit like a second puberty like 4 months ago. Like something happened. I think it was after Pakistan. I think Pakistan was like my rite of passage and my initiation. After that, I just got like all these muscles. I'm taller, dude. Like if you saw me now, you'd be like, dude, Mike, you grew. Like you're bigger. I'm taller. I'm more muscles. My voice got deeper. Like I'm almost 40. Like what happened? Like I had like another puberty growth spurt. All right, check this out. Look at this. In October of 2024. October, okay? It's probably like Thailand time or something like that. October, right?
Yeah, Thailand.
I'm telling you, man, my memory solidified. I was 197 pounds. So here, I'll show you guys. This was me. Can you see it?
Dang.
This was me, October 29th, 2024. I weighed 197 pounds. Today, I rose. I weighed like 213, 214 pounds. Like, that's like 16 pounds. Like, where did this 16 pounds from? There's no fat on me. How did I get bigger? Where is this mass coming from? I eat once every 300 days. I go 300 days without eating. And I'm getting bigger and more masculine and manly. My voice is lower. My muscles are like, what is even that, bro? 197 pounds. Now I'm 200. I'm like average 215. Sometimes it'll be a little bit lower. Sometimes it'll be a little bit higher. But roughly around 215 pounds. Where is this coming from? From where? I don't work out. I don't intake protein. From where? I'm telling you, man, when you pull this atmosphere in, this energy, you have this charge, and when you don't discharge your charge, you get to like advance and grow, and you start evolving. I believe I have a slight evolution that occurred within my body, and that's why I'm growing like this. I'm not wanting, I don't even care about having muscles. I think they're inefficient, but my body sees them as like the next step. So I got bigger muscles, and it haven't worked out. That's what I'm telling you guys that you can do. So that was October 24. Let's go to when I met my good friend Pierre.
And he said such a fun story of how we met. Meeting you guys in Japan was the best. Gotta go now. Keep doing what you're doing. Heart.
Yeah, forever, bro, and always. I love you, dude.
Love you, Pierre.
Oi, then, Gadna. Have fun, dude. Hey, I was sharing with Pierre. I'm like, this is how you be a dom, bro. You can be a dom and get all this money from these specific category of people who it was a whole thing in and of itself. Right?
Oh yeah.
And Pierre's like, what? There's this on the internet. I'm like, yeah, bro, some crazy stuff on the internet. What? This one here only goes to 2024, but my phone, I mean, maybe your phone, Sash, because my phone only goes to 2024 on the Samsung. All right, cool. What we got next while I'm pulling this up?
Spencer asked, do you have a husband?
Do I have a husband?
Yes.
There's no man above me, bro. What do you, what are you gay? Seriously, what? What are you gay? Have a husband? What are you talking about, bro? Even if I had a husband, he'd still be my girlfriend. That's just my energy, bro. Like, if a dude tries to come in, he's still going to be my girlfriend. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is not husband. What are you trying to say, dog? That's why there's no guys around. It's like you either submit or like it just doesn't work. I'm not even trying to make dudes submit. Either the dude is already in that frame or like we'll just clash. It's not even about that. All right, cool. Let's see. How far does this go? Dude, I was 197 pounds. That is crazy. Whoa, whoa. All right, cool. There we go. Yeah, we passed it up. All right, cool. And December, let's say November. I was a thickie back then. In November, I was roughly 209 pounds. I went through a lot of transitions. There was a lot of honey. There was a lot of honey back then. But October, this is weird. I was 203 pounds. So check this out. October 2023, I was 203 pounds. It's kind of like my Pakistan weight. It's funny because Pakistan, I think, was in like November, October. Dang. So it seems like in October, like every year in October, I told you October in Thailand. I'm telling you, October the year before that, I was 203. So October, I usually like lose weight, it seems like. That's crazy. Like every year in October, I go roughly around that like lower side, even though I'm in different countries. The seasonal changes. So yeah, I was roughly like 209 pounds in Japan. Okay. Now I'm 214, 215. I eat a lot less frequent. I drink less juice and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, cool.
Nicola said, you're making me feel fat. Laughing face.
Making you feel fantastic. I know that was a dud. I ain't gonna act like that was cool, but like whatever. Dude, yeah, it's okay to be fat. Like I'm not saying it's bad to be fat. Because fat's what your body needs to like heal itself, like regenerate itself. So like the fat is there for a purpose. So yeah, that'd be like me making fun of somebody in a cast. If somebody made fun of somebody who's fat, it's like you're making fun of somebody who like broke their leg and is in a cast. That fat is the cast around your body to heal and regenerate you. So like you need it to like heal. It's good. Fat's a good thing.
And the Raw Network asked, how much do you weigh now? I think he said it, but
yeah, I've said it like 5 times, bro. Like roughly like 215. Like right now, this moment, I don't know. But like about 2 weeks ago, I was 218 pounds. And then 2-3 weeks, somewhere in there. You can see me on some of my lives. I mean, I even post my weight. I even like put the scale down and like stepped on it and showed you guys my weight, like 218 pounds. But it was weird because like I was more leaner then than I am now. It's crazy how this works. Sometimes I seem bigger, but I actually weigh smaller. And sometimes I seem like leaner and skinnier, but I weigh more. It's crazy. So I was 218 pounds. And then I went through the psychic upgrade to where like this psychic installation happened in my mind to give me a better control over reality. And I went from like 218 to like 210, like 211. I dropped like roughly like 7 to 8 pounds. And I haven't gotten back up there since. Now I'm like 213, 214, sometimes 212, somewhere in there. But like, it's crazy how it works. Yeah. So now I'm like roughly like 214, maybe 250, 215 at the highest. And at the lowest, it could be like 211. And this is just like 2 weeks ago. And I haven't done anything different. I didn't start intaking less juices, more juices, or anything like that. Just the psychic thing. That's it. It's all cool.
And the Hummingbird Villa asked,
That's a cool name. I like that.
how much daily sunlight?
Kind of reminds me of the Plum House. The Hummingbird
yeah.
Villa, the Plum House. How much sunlight? What?
How much daily sunlight you take each day?
Each day's different. Each day's different. That's it. Each day calls for its own amount. So I just actualize and analyze each day and I give it that. Some days I don't get any sun. Some days I'm out for 4 hours, like just laying out in the sun. Some days it's less, some days it's more, some days none. So each day is its own day, and I respect each day as its own day, and I get as much as that day needs. I don't try to force it. I don't try to make it. I don't try to overdo it. Like, how much do I need? Sometimes I'll go out in quadrants, like I'll do, and sometimes I'll go out 2 times. Sometimes I'll just stay out 1 long time. Yeah, it just depends.
And In Sanchez asked,
Give me
"Hi,
some more
Mikey.
apple.
How has your program done for people's medical conditions like insulin resistance, anxiety, heart issues,
Those
etc.?"
aren't even
Thank
medical
you.
conditions. Those are just people living a stupid life. First off, there's no program. I don't have a program. I don't have a program. So like for me to tell you like, hey, how's your program doing? You're talking to a ghost because there's no I don't have a program. I don't have a course. I don't have a program. I simply have an instruction manual that allows you to see what life is. And whether you engage in that life or not, completely up to you, but now you see. That's it. It's not a 12-week course. It's not a 6-day program. It's just like this thing makes you aware to it. And once you see it, you never can unsee it. That's it. That's all it is. So how has this life been for people? It's reverse diabetes. It's reverse diverticulitis. It's reverse psoriasis. A guy even had Tourette's. He was born with Tourette's as a child. He was born with Tourette's, like twitching and all other stuff. The man was 58 years old, and being on the guide, he reverses Tourette's and didn't have it anymore. So there's no ailment or sickness or defect a person has ever had who engaged in the guide.
This is him.
Who didn't. Oh, you made the picture smaller now. That's so dope.
I tried. I'm testing it out right now.
Cool. So anyway, so there's no person who has some sort of defect or ailment or whatever who's gotten on the guide who didn't end up eventually reversing it. There is a woman who just got on the guide. She's had this life defect where she has like osteoporosis. Before, like she's had it for she got when she's like 30. Osteoporosis. Like and it's that with like a bunch of tagged on like all this other crap, this and like all because like usually where we see one, you'll see more, right? So she hasn't had a menstrual cycle in 10 years. She has not had her period in 10 years. She got on the guide. Within 2 weeks, she got her strength back in her body. She could feel the vitality back in her bones. And she started spotting and having her menstrual cycle again for the first time in 10 years. She's been on pharmaceuticals and been to doctors and all this other stuff. Nothing. She got on the guide in less than a month. For the first time in a decade, got her menstrual cycle back, started having energy again. There's nothing that it hasn't affected. So it's because it's not a program. It's not like trying to fix anything. It's just showing you because you've been focusing on this, that's why you're dying. When you stop focusing on this and you start focusing on life, you start living. Guess what the opposite of disease is? Life, healing, health. When you start focusing on the things that kill you, you start focusing on life itself, the disease can't live in you. Diabetes, whatever it is, can't live in you. I have a laundry list, a plethora of just bam, bam, things that's reversing people. Even cellulite, chronic acne, thought fog, brain fog, dyslexia, again, Crohn's has helped with that. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like I have so many testimonies and I have them all down. I have them all documented and they're all here. But like when I post testimonies, you guys don't care. If I post a person's like testimony, that video gets no engagement. No one cares. They just want to see Mikey, but they're in my highlights on Instagram. They're on my website. So you can go to testimonies. They're in the guide. They're on my Facebook. So they're everywhere. All kinds of sicknesses, illnesses, and all that stuff. Yeah. irregular period, infertility, even pregnancy, even helps with pregnancy and stuff like that. Like, so women can have a smoother pregnancy. There's another woman, she had already gone through menopause. So she's postmenopausal. And she was like that for 3 years. So 3 years she's been postmenopausal. She's 56. So when she's 53, she started menopause and went through the whole cycle. And she's been postmenopausal for 3 years. After 3 years of being postmenopausal, she got on the guide, menopausal. She got on the guide and she started getting her period again. She's like, what the heck? I'm bleeding. I'm fertile again. Like, what's going on? I'm postmenopausal. She became fertile because the guide gave her vitality. She was actually here on some of these lives. She's in my Discord community. You can go talk to her. She's like right there. This is the most powerful thing you will ever apply to your life, because it's not a program. It's not a try to get healthy thing. It's not like even a mindset thing. Okay, let's take our Shilajit and get our sea moss and our black seed. It's not that. It's like, let's stop focusing on death and focus on life. And when you focus on that life, you embody it and it surges through you and life comes back to your bones. You can't embark in life and not have the effect. That's how powerful this is.
Beautiful. And you got some love.
You could put some of the testimonies. Maybe you could put them on the IG one too.
Okay.
If they're small enough. So is it because this is like a 1080p type of thing? So you got to make the photo in relations to the 1080p?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can find out, like look at the Instagram one or the vertical. We can find out what dimensions this would be and then put it here. Okay. So now it's on both the wide and the vertical.
Okay, so like smaller. It'll be smaller.
Well, so we can show Instagram as well.
Okay, cool.
I've been wanting to put before and afters up, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go make them real quick. Which in Sanchez said, thanks, Mike. I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, I love you, man. Call me Mikey though. Mikey's cooler than Mike. Like Mike is cool, but like I like Mikey or Michael. You call me Michael too. It's cool.
The Titan Lion.
The Titan, yeah!
He asked, hey, Mikey, what would you recommend to someone who wants to start the same journey of breath, fast, and movement? I'm very
same journey is bullshit.
Channel.
Oh man, I said the word. That's how stimulating I am. You said start the same journey as breath, fast. I don't do any of that crap. You're manipulating yourself, bro. I don't do breath work. I don't do fasting. You're already coming in manipulation. What I do is break your stronghold on your mind and your manipulate. I don't fast. I don't do breath work. When have you ever saw me do breath work or do some sort of breath work? Or where is this data coming from? The thing that you need to break is the manipulation on your own mind of not having the awareness of what's actually happening and going on. You'll get much more fast. You'll get there a lot more faster and advance much more faster than by fasting or breath work or whatever, because this is what matters, bro. You're not even seeing reality for what it is. I love you, Titan, Lion, or Titan Lion. I don't fast. I don't do breath work. And what was the other part?
And he said
fast, breath work, and what?
Movement.
I will do some movement just because I'm a human. Humans, like living things move, like birds, plants, even plants move toward, everything moves. Everything in life. So I'm not doing, okay, well, here's my mobility training exercise for the day. And so I'm a human being. So I'm like fidgeting and like living because I have like energy coursing through my body. But there's no movements. What movements do I tell you guys to do? What breath work have I told you? Like, you watch all my videos. There's times I'm like stretching or something like that. And I'm like, you can stretch with me. You can move with me, but I'm not like, say, okay, let's do this half squat movement here with this, that. So open our lower lumbar and blah, blah, blah. You guys are projecting onto me. That's not even reality, homie. And that's a concerning issue. You're living in a delusion because that's not anything I've ever said. So where's this data being fed into? You're manipulating yourself. Okay.
I'm going to check this. This is your before and after. Oh,
that's pretty cool. This is me before and this is me after. This is me actually like 203 pounds in Pakistan. Okay, you can see Pakistan?
Smaller.
You can see in Pakistan, I got some sun. I got dark in Pakistan, man. I'm like the middle. If you blend these two, that's where I'm at now, kind of.
Okay, cool. I'll make this smaller then.
That's pretty cool. Look how dark I was. I love
Yeah.
being that dark, man. I feel like space, like Alien X. You know how it's like Alien X is like all blacked out and stuff like that. I feel like I am the black hole. I am the galaxy. All right. What else did the dude say before we go on? Because I want to talk to you because that's the more pressing issue.
He said I'm very new to your channel, so
That's what I'm saying, guys. This is nothing to you. This is just who I am. I always do this. I'm always like this because when I see the issue, that's what needs to be magnified. Let's put a lens on this and like really scope in. If you're doing this here, you're probably doing this other place in your life and you're wondering, why am I not getting results? It's because there's delusion in your life of things that's not actual. And you're trying to take steps where there's no ground and you're getting nowhere. Like, why? I'm doing this stuff, but why? Because you're not actually acknowledging reality. You have to acknowledge reality for what it is. I'm not a breatharian. I don't fast. I don't teach movements. What do I teach? I teach absorbing energy and then directing it to your consciousness. That's pretty much all I teach. Take out toxins and intake the elements so you can get energy and direct it towards your consciousness so you can be aware of what's going on. Message since pretty much since day one. You can breathe if you want to. I still breathe because I'm human. I still move because I'm a living sentient being, but it's not the focus. Breathing is not the focus. Moving is not the focus. Fasting is stupid. Fasting is dumb. But yeah. So the main thing you should go into is like, is this actually what's happening? Because if you do that, you'll never be confused. All right, cool. But what was this question though? You have a question?
yeah. What would you recommend to someone who wants to start the same journey?
Well, I wrote down everything I do in a guide called The Guide, so you can get the guide. I speak on lives almost every day, so I have, how many videos do I have on YouTube? Do y'all know?
I am not sure.
Let's look. Let's look.
Meanwhile,
How many videos does Mikey have on YouTube? Let's look. Yo, look at it, bro. Oi, God, nah. Plum Dicky. Mikey Consciousness Exposed. Oh, look at that. Look at that cute man there in his blue shorts. Oh, I can see everyone's comments now. That's kind of cool.
yo,
I can see it for myself. Where's the other phone stand at? Is it? No, there's two. Where's the other one? Oh, is it still upstairs? Or did you bring it down with the speaker?
it was here.
Oh. No, there's two right there.
Oh,
Where's that other phone stand? It's being used to prop this camera up. No, I'm good. I'm only gonna have this for a second. All right, cool. So I have 723 videos, bro. If you don't want to buy the guide, if you can't afford the Discord or whatever, there's 723 videos here. And some of them are spanning over 2 hours long of the things that I do. So if you want to do what I'm doing, just hear what I actually say and do it. And that's it. That's all you got. It's so easy.
oh, okay. This fits.
It's
Should I make it
fitting,
a
God,
little
nah.
bit bigger or like?
No, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure the people on vertical, like on IG or something like that, can see it in the vertical on YouTube, which is probably where most people. Hey guys, when you're watching on YouTube, is it vertical for you, or are you like watching horizontal? So it's like sideways landscape, or are you seeing it like vertical, like your normal phone swiping? Like, let me know that way I know what to do with this.
And the Titan Lion said, "Thank you, brother. Sorry for the misinterpretation."
It's not even sorry. I love you. I think you're amazing. It's not even sorry. Don't even apologize. No. I'm just pointing out to you what happened in your head, because if we can find and address the error of the interpretation, it'll never happen again, and then your life can be smooth. I did that because, like, oh, that's the thing right there. That's it. That's it. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio with his cigarette and his beer is like, that's, you know, when he's pointing at the thing. Right now, I'm pointing. That's the thing of why you don't have the results you want, because of that right there. Assuming the automatic that is without verifying. But the moment you only see what's actual, because you have the cognitive capability to do it, your life is smooth. That's how I got here. It's not by working out or breath work or some stupid crap like that. I don't believe in breath. Like, breath work if you want to. I don't care. But what I'm saying is I don't do breath work. I just breathe when I want to breathe. If I want to breathe, I'll breathe. I'll hold my breath sometimes. I'm like, but I'm not trying to do a box breath work with a Timu type of this and with a meditation of that. I'm just breathing. And sometimes I want to take a deep breath. Sometimes I want to take a shallow breath. Sometimes I want to take a rapid breath. Sometimes I want to take a slow breath. I just acknowledge what breath of my body want to take at that moment. That's what type of breath I do. And I don't do movements or this or that. If my body wants to move, I'll just move. I'll be silly. I'll be goofy. I'll like go run up the stairs or just have fun. And I'll touch my toes. And if I feel like I need to stretch, I'll stretch, whatever. And then fasting, I don't fast. Fasting's bad. It's detrimental. It's a restriction. If I want to eat, I just eat. If I don't want to eat, I don't eat. So it's like that. So that's going to help you get further in life. I'm your brother. I'm here for you. I love you. I think you're doing amazing. There's no reason to apologize. There's simply like right now we're already doing work. We're pointing out what the error is in a sense. So you're doing great, bro.
And Mateo asked, hello, Mikey. Do you have any tips for studying better?
Studying?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Only study what you want to study, and you'll never have to study again. It'll just be you being intrigued, and you're following your intrigue. But if you are studying things you don't want to study, then you're forcing yourself, and you have to do these like protocols and cope with studying things you don't want to study. Now you're studying. If you only like research and go into the things that you actually care about, you'll never have to actually study. It'll just be you being intrigued, like, oh, this is cool. Look at this and that. And you remember the stuff, but you won't remember stuff that you don't care about. So only go into what you care about, and it makes life a lot easier. No, I mean,
I'm going to check this one more time.
Yeah, go ahead, Saj. Check me up now.
Hey, it fits.
I can even do this.
Kind of nicely.
Wow, that looks so great. I'm actually going to close this door so you guys can see me better because I'm so dark. There we go. Man, Pakistan was great. That's when I started my second puberty. I got greater development.
That is cool. Now people can actually see your before and afters. All right.
So this is me. And this is me. And this is me. And if you're on the landscape version on the TV, this is me.
And the other photo on your.
And on the landscape version, if you can actually see, there's a picture of me and me. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 me's on the screen simultaneously.
That is so cool.
And that's still not enough. The mirror? Yeah. But they can't see the mirror. So yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hide it now. Thanks, y'all.
So yeah. And this transition like this happened without working out. I'm not saying I've never worked out, because I say that I haven't worked out in 6.5 years, which means 6.5 years ago I worked out. I was working out. I was doing stuff. But the transition that you see now did not take any working out at all. It's very powerful.
So Lucas said, I had a lot of healing stuff I did. I had a lot of times bad healing crises.
Healing's not real, bro. It's just a fabrication that you're putting yourself into a cycle to think that you're doing something when really you're still not acknowledging the real issue. Because the moment you acknowledge it, there's no healing that takes place. You simply live in life itself, and then you don't have to heal. Healing's a myth. But go ahead.
Would that maybe also happen with using the guide, or what usually happens when people start with it?
You should have just started with that. Like, hey, look, bro, like what happens when people use the guide? The guide gets you aware of what life actually is, so you can put yourself in it. And when you're in it, you just regenerate. You don't even need to heal because you evolve past your highest states. Like you heal to regulate back to where you once were. The guide takes you beyond where you once were and into a whole other stratosphere of life that you didn't even know was possible, with muscularity and power and voltage and energy and everything else. And like, as you live this life in this way, you become undeniably unstoppable, inevitable, and powerful, because this is what life always is. Your ailments go away, your sicknesses and everything like that, they dissolve because you stop living in death and you start living in life. And that's what happens. It's very easy. It's actually too easy. It's so easy. People are like, there should be more, because it's so easy and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to work out. You don't have to diet. You don't have to do anything. People are so used to being programmed to like work and stuff like that. They're expecting to work. But whenever you do this life of the guide, there's no work in it.
He said, thank you. I see. I love it. I'm going to buy it.
I love you, bro. Is Lucas?
Yes.
Like the Mexican candy stuff? Like you put Lucas on stuff? I love you, bro.
And Adrian asked, how does the
Adrian!
guide help with mental health issues?
The guide brings you into a state to where you have enough energy to build your brain and regenerate it to where you become aware. So like, again, mental health, cognitive defect, more so. This man had Tourette's. It created neurogenesis, like new neurons within his brain to wire in a specific way to where his currents could go through without stumbling and going like this and stuttering, because it made open pathways throughout in his channels in his brain. So he's able to express himself in clear energy. When you come into the guide, it takes away these blocks and these detriments from you that hold you back, and allows the transit to flow all throughout your body, mentally, emotionally, and even physiologically throughout your body. So you're able to transduce energy through every single part, create and then direct to where your body, including your brain, your senses, and everything else, become expanded, evolve into a higher optimal state to where now you become the optimal human being. And guess what? Now you have greater levels of emotional embrace. I don't even want to say control, because there's no more control now. Now you're just living. There's nothing to control, but you're embracing your emotions. You're recognizing, you're living with, you understand, you see, it's easy. And once you live this way, you'll never want to go back to your old life. I could speak on that like 20 minutes more, but I think I'm done with that one. You get what I'm saying, right? Like if you have some sort of mental health issue, bipolar, or you have psychosis or disillusionment or whatever you're going through, when you enter into this life, it regenerates you and it regulates you and it allows you to see clearly, with clarity, what's actually going on in life, and it puts your heart at peace. You rest because you actually see what life is. Because when you're alive, life is easy. When you're living, life is easy. But when you're not living life and you're in death, everything's trying to kill you, and you're like, oh my God, you're sporadic, and you're like in like panic mode all the time. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Kind of like that. You know what I mean?
Asked, I feel like I'm on the edge of huge change, but how do I actually break through?
Stop believing that crap. Quit desiring huge change. Be satisfied with small, minute, little, seemingly insignificant change. That's how I got here. I wasn't looking for big change. I kept doing these tiny, minute, little incremental changes. And now, like, I wake up, I rise years later, and I look like this. Quit being so desperate on sucking the slong of big change. I need a big breakthrough. These are for people who are desperate. It's desperation. Live Kaizen every day, small, step by step, moment by moment. Yeah, man. And be okay with these incremental changes. And then before you know it, you built a fortress and a castle. But if you're always like, slong sucking, like, oh, I need a huge breakthrough. I need a breakthrough. You're desperate, and you don't even recognize the available change you have because you're looking for big stuff versus like what's right in front of you.
And Adrian said, my girlfriend has bipolar and anxiety.
You attracted that, bro. What do you think? Why did you attract that person?
I thought there was no more grape. I was going to give you some more.
Oh, yeah, you can pour it if you want to. I mean, I'm saying that not to be rude or mean, but I'm saying that to say, like, okay, you want to find people with ailments to try to fix them. When really the best thing for you to do is not even focus on your girlfriend and her issues, is you become so solidified within yourself, this harmony resonates throughout your body, and your girlfriend will automatically follow. Your girlfriend won't have that stuff because you're taking the lead, because you're so solidified within yourself that she starts to live in this field that you've created of life itself. Don't worry about her. You get right. Know what I mean? The girls around me don't have anxiety or stress or bipolar. And I look, trust me, I get it. Girls are way more emotional than guys. Guys are stern and like bitter and stuff like that. Like you have more haters who are guys than girls, right? Because guys are like bitter, unbudging, begrudging, while girls are kind of like more like their wires are exposed, like, just like short circuiting and stuff like that. Probably, honestly, I probably don't even need that. I was probably say that for tomorrow. I'm kind of full. Like, no, I'm saying that specific grape and the pineapple as well. Okay. So those two things and that pear, I'm done with it for good. Like I'm good, dude. So girl, I get it, man. I've been with hundreds of girls. Like, I get it. They're not as stable as guys, but guys are sometimes so stable they become bitter. So like everyone has their flows. Yeah, thank you. So if your girl is bipolar and like has anxiety and stuff like that, it's because you yourself aren't stable and radiating out this energy. Instead, you should double down, establish your energy, and your energy will be so grounding. She'll become peaceful inside of her. So I do it. I have women around me all day, every day, bro. Sometimes I go weeks without seeing a guy. I actually like seeing dudes.
And Sean asked, do you sleep in a bed with mattress and all that? If so, what material do you sleep on and the material of the blanket? Cotton's cool. Like linen's cool, but it's kind of scratchy. Silk's cool, but it's like super slippery. Cotton. But I have to get dark cotton too because my skin's dark and this is like from the sun. So my layer kind of breaks off sometimes. So my brownness will transfer onto the sheets. So I can't sleep on white sheets or they'll get brown. I gotta sleep on like black sheets and dark sheets, stuff like that. But just cotton, man, yeah. You know. Adrian said, thanks, Mikey. That's helpful.
I love you, dude. But it's the most direct way. We could try to say like, here's some anxiety medication. Here's some breath work to calm her down. So she's not, we're always just coping. We're trying to treat symptoms. When you become just grounded in who you are, you create this field around you and everybody else feels the bliss. That's what I'm doing right now. Yes, I'm here in Nepal. But nonetheless, my field is so strong and so heavy that everyone around who engages in it feels it. And there's more peace here. There's more enlightenment. There's more encouragement. There's more confidence. People become blessed by this field that I'm emitting. And guess what? You didn't do a freaking breathing thing. You didn't do a this or that or anything like that. You're simply in the field. And then from that, you're like, oh, dude, I feel better. And that's how I make the girls around me feel better. You can't tell them anything. It's not girls aren't this. They're not this. They're this. Same thing with dudes too. They think they're this, but they're this. You know that like Marvel versus Capcom, like Ryu and Cyclops, like the handshake, like the dudes are like solidified, while the women are like presence and feeling. So whenever you learn to embody both of those, you can operate with both genders, both male and female. But it's all about the field.
And Splendidly Intrepid asked, tell us, do any of you ever see any kind of doctor?
Hell no, dude. Like, doctors need to see me. I had doctors as my clients. Like, there's a lot of people got the guy who are doctors. I even dated some doctors, throughout my journeys and stuff like that, like medical doctors and stuff like that, like general practitioners and stuff like that. I got them right because all I know is pharmaceuticals, prescriptions, and surgeries. But I'll look at them like, oh, look at this skin pigmentation. Bam, look at this, look at that. It's just saying circulation in here and stuff like that. Like I radiate, I shine, I glow. Like, why would I want advice from somebody who doesn't have a fraction of what I'm emitting? I don't want your LED lights. I don't want this sanitized room with these chemicals that kill living things. I want the balance. I want the equilibrium. So there's nothing I can get from there. It would only take from me to take their advice. It wouldn't add to me. A lot of my friends are doctors, and I see them like, you're a doctor? You might exist for some time longer than your average person, but nonetheless, like you're being held together by tape.
Eden asked, regarding physique, is there others who have retained and grown definitions similar to yours? Of course,
yes. Go look at my highlights, bro, on Instagram. Like, yes. Like, yes. Like, there's hundreds. Yes. What are you talking? Like, I show these. Watch any of my videos, or like my reels, my shorts. And I'm always posting pictures of other people's. Yeah, of course. That's why I'm saying this, because it works for everybody. Lay, can I use you for a second? I'll use Lay. Yeah, you want to pull your booty shorts down. Like, can I see the camera, Sash? Even her, look at her definition and stuff like that. Look at her body. She's not bloated. Most women are so inflamed. I guess we got to go back a little bit because the camera. I got you, girl. Look at her body cinched in and like her shoulders and everything else. She doesn't work out. She doesn't go to the gym. She's not calorie counting, but yeah, she's not bloated. She's not super heavy. Like a lot of girls have to like pull up their shorts because their gut is a chemical factory, just bloated all the time and pressed, and their face is like whole, like it's swollen. This girl's not swollen. She's not skinny either because she's extremely strong. She's extremely dense. And she did this without working out and everything. That's just the girl version, but like the guys are the same. Thank you.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. And
I'll see if I can get some guys' pictures up too.
Sure, Sasha's gonna put some up. So these are people, we don't work out. I don't have them work out. There's no supplements. There's no protocol. There's no like body weight. Okay, well, let me have an alternative to working out. Nothing like that. Just doing the guide and following this way. And your body naturally does what it wants to do, and it's going to create it. Here's one right here. His name is Brandon. He is a 3-year undefeated jiu-jitsu champion from his in a specific league or whatever. I don't know how they do jiu-jitsu, but he's undefeated for 3 years. He trusted me for 6 months, and these are his results when he started, and these are his results after 6 months on the guide. There was no working out in between. I told him, do not work out. Do not go to the gym. Do not take supplements. Do not do push-up sit-ups or anything. And in 6 months, he trusted me. This is when he started the guide, and this is him 6 months later. It's undeniable difference. Like look how big that change is. Like, look at that, bro. That is crazy. That is like, you see his depth. Everything's popping because I put him into life. When you're in life, you have so much vitality. You just come alive. 6 months, no working out. No working out. No more bloat, no more inflammation, no more trying to get this. Is allowing your body, this natural process to take place to bring you up to the highest state possible.
I have Patrick here too.
Let's throw Patrick on too.
Patrick's right here.
This is Patrick. Patrick gained about 15 pounds of muscles in a little over a month, about a month. 15 pounds of muscle. He came to me. He was super scrawny. He was super skinny. He's like, Mikey, I look like a kid, bro, and I don't like this. This is not cool. So, okay, Patrick, do the guide and do this, boom. And in some time, because he had growth spurt with it, because like the guide comes through phases, right? I just hit my like second puberty. My voice got deeper. My muscles got, so like the guide comes in phases. Like you just part of the guide, this happens. It's a little bit different for everybody. You just part of the guide, this happens. You do this part of the guide, this happens. So like Patrick hit his phase, and in about a month, he gained a little bit over 15 pounds of muscle. No workouts, no steroids, no tren or TRT or peptides. That's so stupid. Like how long you'll be manipulated, bro? Like you hate the system, but you'll take their drugs. Like what? Like you know the system's corrupt, but you'll take their drugs because you're insecure. Like you know the system's corrupt, but you'll take their drugs because you hate yourself. This is just naturally by his own body. No working out, no going to a gym. No peptides, no TRT or anything like that. Simply just living what life was always called to be. It's beautiful. And
do you want to show yours?
Yeah, sure.
And here's Mikey's.
Which one is this one?
This from guide 6 months.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is me like my lowest weight, and this is me just now. I mean, I'm bigger now than here.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Actually, I have a better one. Let's show them that one.
Okay.
I'll show you which one it is.
You can totally airdrop it to me.
I'm going to be on your phone, but yeah, either way.
Oh, okay. So Nate said, okay, Mikey, going to trust and try the guide out. Been a tough 2 years for me. Yeah,
because you haven't been doing the guide. In 2 years, you haven't done the guide. And like now you're coming to the guide because whatever you did didn't work. So like, yeah, bro, like it's time. Like it's obvious. Like, okay, 2 years without the guide, this sucks. Dude, 1 week in the guide, you're like, oh my God, I hate that I waited 2 years. You're gonna like be hard on yourself. Like, why did I wait so long?
Heck yeah.
It doesn't fail. I don't fail, dude. It doesn't fail. I don't fail.
And this is Mikey before the guide and him like not too long ago, probably like a month ago or a couple of weeks.
The blonde hair was me a month ago.
No.
Just playing.
Yeah, the blonde hair was before the guide. And then the after picture is him like a couple of weeks ago.
You know how sticky it gets.
Heck yeah, so much power.
I have another one of me with the guy, and I'm just like popping, dude. It's me with the before. Either way, I weigh like probably 14 pounds heavier now than the other photo. Because I know you guys like that type of stuff, right? Big, heavy muscles, sweaty, just popping muscles, just giant, bulging, girthy muscles of... Oh, here it is. Are you ready for me to airdrop it?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Airdrop. Big, thick, bulging muscle. I know the women like it. I don't care what your woman says, bro. She gets a guy with muscles, she'd be like, ah.
Okay. My airdrop is on. Oh, this one.
They're done right now? How's y'all's timesheet been working out?
Great.
It's like the renters thing. Like, I can't believe I'm writing this. Do not crap in the walls.
I thought about that.
And you don't have to put in a contract because it's happened before. So yeah.
Here, I got this. I'm just gonna.
That one's in, I think, post.
Okay, I got it.
You got it? All right, so Sasha's gonna post this up and she's gonna show you. Cause I have a better one. The one she showed you with the black underwear, that's older. That's like,
Well, I have this one, but not the
I'm telling you, this one here is gonna be like the one people are like, what the crap, bro?
like what the
Well, it's the same picture here, yeah, on
Yeah.
the right. But the beginning picture was my kind of like my lowest on the guide, like 200 pounds. Not my lowest, but like I was probably at like 190 something.
Okay, I'm exporting right now. Thanks for making that.
I mean, I look sexy, so like, yeah, I got to show the world, right?
Heck yeah.
There you go. You can be like this too. If you just love yourself and quit hating yourself and taking pharmaceutical cocktails. If you just love yourself. If you just show yourself some goddamn decency. I'm gonna get close instead. Know what's gonna make you bad. What I do. If I didn't love you, baby. What would I
Almost
do?
there.
If I didn't love you, baby.
It's
What would I do? I'm even bigger now than I think in this. No, I'm probably roughly the same.
Here it is.
I mean, this is insane, dude. All right, so this is me like 200 pounds on the guy, like maybe like 197, 198. And this is me a few days ago, and I'm like, 215 or whatever. And I grew a lot of muscles, or because I'm not fat. Like, where'd this weight come from? I'm not just holding water. I'm not bloated. Obviously, like everything is like shredded. So there's a lot of muscular development in this time. I did not work out once. I'm not saying I just people. When I tell people I don't work out, the people go to the most extreme idiocracy. So you mean to say that you just been laying in bed every day doing like? No, I'm a human being, bro. I go outside. I get in a car and I drive and I go to places and I shop. I'm like, when I say I don't work out, like obviously for the non-idiots out there, you know what I mean. I mean, I don't lift weights. I don't go to the gym. I'm not doing cardio or like reps or set or body weights or calisthenics. That's working out. I have let me see how many flights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flights of stairs in this house. I have 7 flights of stairs. Okay, so I still walk. I need to even get to my bedroom. I have to go up a flight of stairs. So I'm not saying, okay, I'm saying people drag me everywhere. I don't ever pick up my leg. I don't even drink my own juices, put to my face and freaking Stephen Hawking over here, just like slurping out of a cup. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, I have not worked out. You know the things that get you muscles? Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't gone to the gym. I have not done curls. I've not done bench press or, you know, lateral raises or flies or anything like that, or rows. I've simply just been living the guide. And then from then, I went from here to here. There was no working out in between these, but my muscles have grown significantly. It's so obvious, like you cannot, it's undeniable. How do you get here without working out? That's what the guide is. That's what I'm saying. That's how you do it. How you do it, the guide. What's the guide? It's optimizing every part of your life. When you're optimized, your body naturally grows muscles, just like Brandon, just like Patrick, and just like me. It's happened for so many guys. All right, next question. So yes, I have a lot of testimonies. A lot easier way to find these than having Sasha upload them one by one is just go to my Instagram, go to my highlights, go to before and afters or testimonies. Either one of those is cool, and just look at them. Or watch my videos, and then they'll pop up as the video progresses on.
Yeah.
All right, next.
A lot of people were asking how.
The guide. You remember that
guide.
300-page manual, 350-page manual here I told you about? You remember that 300-page? This way, taking this information, absorb it, and then your body becomes it. Like, read this, understand it, apply it, and then you get it. There's 350 pages in here. It would take me a long time to read all this to you, but this is the instruction manual. But it's all done with the inspiration and the approach of like the mindset of like I've been sharing this whole time.
All right.
It's so easy. Guess what? I don't go to the gym. I don't drive to the gym. I don't buy workout clothes. I don't buy supplements. I don't buy a gym membership. We just did the math on it earlier. If you work out for an hour and then you drive to the gym 30 minutes and 30 minutes back, right? It's 2 hours a day. So you do that for 5 days a week. That's 10 hours a week. There's 52 weeks. That's 520 hours a year. I save 520 hours a year by not working out. Like, I can do so much more than you, because for 520 hours, you're picking up a piece of iron up and down. I'm out here projecting my consciousness into the world while you're picking them, while you have to pick up iron because you're a slave, and like you can't get results because you don't know yourself. So you have to do the lower way. But when you come into this higher way, you don't need that stuff. You save 500 hours every year. 10 years goes by, that's 5,000 hours I save by not doing this rudimentary crap. This reductive, okay, let me put weights up, set them down, put them up, set them down. And I get to save the energy of it too. And I save a bunch of money. Mikey, how are you able to travel the world and do all this other stuff? Because I'm not wasting my time. I utilize that 500 hours and I put it towards success and opulence and expansion. And I save money from it. So it's a very efficient method of approach. It's very powerful.
And Silvery Handy asked, love you, Mikey, how to handle the charge, I guess change, is it charge or change from a traumatic experience?
We'll be more descriptive. Like, what do you mean by traumatic experience? Because a lot of traumatic experiences, because trauma and traumatic experiences are just the inability to process it. And that's why it's traumatic, because it oversurges you. It swells up to where it creates some sort of trauma, blunt, a force, a cut, a this, a that. But if your body could take it, then it's not trauma. So whatever your mind is able to process doesn't become trauma. So the trauma itself is showing the incapability of processing the experience. So trauma is not even real. It's just the inability to process something. So what is it that you're unable to process? And I can help you.
Erica actually asked, how do we release the sometimes invisible fears, beliefs, and traumas? You
don't release them. You endeavoring in them only magnifies them. So you don't release them. Like what are they, like hogs? Was like an endangered species, like releasing it out into the, no, you process it. When you understand it, when you process it, it dissolves. That thing is trying to show you this thing's unresolved and unprocessed. That's why it stays there. Anything that's not processed can't move. Think of a factory. If at any point in time, something's unable to happen or process, it cannot move to the next step. That's when you are a step-by-step mechanism. So if you can't process it here, it won't move to the next thing or the next thing or the next thing. So it's trying to alert you, this thing's not processed. So once you process it, it turns into the next thing it needs to be. and then it can adequately be installed within you to where it empowers you. Remember, I was molested multiple times by this girl at the age of 6. I was almost killed by my grandma's boyfriend at the age of 6. I was abandoned by my mother at the age of 4. I grew up alone for hours a day, every day for years. I was alone in my house, smaller than the size of this room. This room is bigger than my house was. This one room, not even including the walk-in closet or the bathroom, the square footage of this room here is bigger than my house was. My house is probably like the size of this little runway here. Boom, super small. And I stayed in that place from the age of like 7. And then eventually we moved to like a little bit bigger place, but nonetheless, I was still by myself all the way to the age of 16. At night, 2 o'clock in the morning, in the day, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, sun would go down, sunset by myself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Isn't it traumatic for a 7-year-old kid to be at home alone in the ghetto where the sun's going down and you don't know anybody around you and there's no one to call, there's no one there? Isn't it traumatic for an older girl to touch you? Isn't it traumatic for a 50-something-year-old man to hold your head underwater till you almost drown, you almost pass out? Isn't this traumatic? It is traumatic if you can't process it. But once you are able to process it, it no longer becomes something that holds you back. It's installed in something that empowers you. I'm empowered now by those things. And I've had other stuff happen too. Those are just a few. I've had somebody who I thought was my best friend steal from me, like right in front of my face, as in like a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid. I had, it goes on and on and on. I've been punched by an adult at the age of like 10 in the gut. This person's 50. They punched me in the stomach. I had a older kid beat me up when I was 10, who was like 13, 14, like beat me up, supposedly in a gang member. I can't verify that part. That's what they said. None of my friends helped me. They all stood by and watched. I had my mom call me on the phone and lie to me. So I'm saying, like, I'm not saying I've never been traumatized. I've never been that. I said, no, I'm the most traumatized person. And I've been through some of the worst things you could ever imagine. And I find out that if you look at it this way and you can resolve it, you can actually, release it out. That's stupid. No, I want to freaking consume it and make it part of me, because now it makes me stronger and I can utilize it. Releasing is like, oh, I'm scared of you. Go, bye. Like, get out of here, trauma. That's why the trauma's still there. It never leaves you. You have to impart it. You have to become one with the trauma by understanding it. Understanding brings the resolve. You understand it by the specific meditations that I have you do in the Discord community. So there's P1 through 4 meditations. When you apply these meditations to your life, you get to see the trauma and what it is and like what it even means and all this other stuff. And you get to embody it. Even if it's physical trauma, like you got cut or something like physically, that's still a process. And there's still a psychological approach with it. Whenever you reason this thing psychologically, you can still understand what happened and why and what's actually going on. Very powerful stuff. So that's in the Discord community. If you join the Discord for a whole year, you get the guide for free and the meal plan. If you join it for a day on day pass, you pay the most money for it.
And then Sean asked, would you say the guide activates common sense?
The guide gives you the ability to have the energy to see what's right in front of you. That's very apparent. The guide is an energy harnessing mechanism. It's an energy harnessing mechanism. Its approach is a methodology to harness as much energy so you can direct it towards your cognitive function so you can become aware of the apparent. If you want to call that common sense, then yeah, for sure, it can give you the ability for it, but it itself is not anything. It's only what you put the energy towards, but it helps you get the energy in the first place because it takes energy to see what's right in front of you more than you'd think. So she's shaking her head on that. She's like, yeah. Layla's shaking her head on that too. She's like a proud person. Like, she's like, yeah.
Jakari asked, are you guys open?
Jakari, I love you, bro. I love Jakari. I don't know any other Jakari, so I'm pretty sure it's the Jakari I know.
Well, his screen name says Jack, but I assume it's Jakari because the picture, it looks like what he had on his other.
It would be like Avion or something like that. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's check them out. What you got? Oh, talking about trauma. I also grew breast as a 10-year-old boy. Trauma, like having breasts as a boy, as a kid in school. Trauma, bro. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where's your car at?
This one? I'm pretty sure that's his.
Oh, snap. It might be. Yeah, they have a Dr.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. All right.
Okay, well, Jack, I'll just say Jack, said, are you guys open to making a kid version of the guide for a potential read-along? And he said, I love you too, bro.
I mean, well, it's an instruction manual. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not a book. So, like, it's not something you read along. It's just like, okay, step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do that. Step 5, do this. So it's like, it's not a book. I know you guys have only experienced books in your life, right? But think of it more like an IKEA manual. Think of it more so like when you buy a piece of like furniture, like a table or a standing desk, and you have to put it together, and you open up and there's a schematics of it, right? Figure 1 has, parts A, B, C, D, like all this other stuff, right? Refer to figure 2 for the next use. So the guide's like, so there's nothing really to read along to, but the guide it's suitable for all humans, whether they're 5 or 50, 70, it doesn't matter. It's for all humans, but it's an instruction manual. Do this, not that. Do this, not that. Do this, not that. So there's not really a need to make it kids. It's just there. It is what it is. It's more so like that. It's not something to read along to. Maybe the philosophy portion in the very beginning, but nonetheless.
And Lucas asked, can the guide help with hair loss?
Yeah, totally. It's helped me with my hair. So I have hair here now. I didn't have hair here before. Oh, you have it. Oh, crap. Sasha put it up there. So this is my hair previously. It was even worse than this. This is just the photo I have because I don't have very many photos of back then when it happened. You're not really adamant to take a bunch of pictures of your bald head. Like, oh, yeah, I'm bald today. So there's not a lot of pictures, but this is one of them. And it was pretty bad, but not as bad. This one's not as bad as it was. There's a bald spot back here. This right here was all thin. And then I had a huge chunk taken out here. And then sometimes I didn't even have this. Like it would all fall out. And you have any hair here in the front. And that was the first picture. And then after the guide, it's filled my hair back in. I'm not saying I have like super long hair, like I have this giant, thick, luscious hair, but like I'm older. I'm close to 40. And I have more hair close to the 40 than I did at like 33. I have more hair close to the 40 than I do at 30. If you have hair, if you're balding at 33, goodbye by 35. Goodbye by 37. Definitely not going to have more hair closer to 40. So now I'm closer to 40 and have more hair now than back in my early 30s. That's because I'm finally living. And in finally living, this is the results that it produces.
Lucas said, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, totally. But it's not about hair. It's not, the guy's not gonna be like, okay, for hair loss, do this and do that. It's more so going to be like, okay, this is how you live and embody this life. And then when you embody life, the energy of life surges through your body. And guess what? Your hair grows back, your skin gets clear. Like all these things happen by default. So because we're not pinpointing one event, we're doing the holistic approach to it. And then from that, the whole body elevates. The hair and everything else. The hair is just an effect. Let me see it. Oh, heck yeah. That's not even the best photo though, Sash.
It's not?
No, dude, it's still growing. That's not even the photo.
I thought that was it. Okay,
Sasha, no, that's not even the photo. Like, so you guys see, this is it filling in. There's another sector. She's not even showing you all the photo where the hair's fully filled in. Dang.
Okay, I'll go file.
So this isn't even my final form, bro.
Wow.
Dang, Sasha.
Okay, I'm gonna find the photo then.
Jeez, girl.
I had it. I got it from here.
You're trying to show them. Yeah,
That's
that's the one. This is a different photo than that one.
Oh my God. Okay. Download. I will fix this.
Dang, Sasha's trying to show you like the progression.
Mid journey.
This is not AI, Sasha.
No, not that.
She's trying to show y'all like
Hold on, let me make sure I'm
limited results, bro. That's not even my
one.
final form. Look at it. It's already filled in way more than that now.
Dang, Michael. You're awesome.
look, don't deter me. You can't butter me up now. You chose the wrong photo, Sasha.
I'm gonna put the right one on. Okay, right.
Yeah, dude.
And one more.
I might have to make it a little bit bigger though, but yeah.
You think so?
I mean, it's pretty small.
I mean,
Okay,
when you
cool,
put
whatever.
it on, it's okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, yeah, if it's on this
quickly-
giant TV here, I would see that they could see that with their phones. They can hold it close to their face.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
for like Sasha's probably about like 5 feet away from me, so I have to like look at her screen over there, and it's already small on her screen 5 feet away. So
Awesome. I'm about
What's
to
that?
export it, y'all.
Kiara wanted me to do a training video on like how to hum, so I think I might do that before we go. Make a training video.
Which Jonathan
Okay,
said,
let's see this. Okay,
wow.
look, this is the process of coming back, but like let's see the full one.
Let me upload. So let's see the before. Is this, which I will delete after, so I don't put this back up and show. Boom.
There we go. Look at that. Can you? No. Don't delete it. Let's put it back up and
Okay.
let's click through.
Show.
Boom.
Boom.
You see how much more it's filled in back again? Boom. Boom. You see that? You see how much my hair is filled in? That's a miracle. That is magic. Hair doesn't fill back. Like when you get old, your hair doesn't come back unless you have a hair transplant or finasteride, minoxidil, none of that stuff. I don't use minoxidil. I don't use finasteride. I don't even use a derma roller, anything, man. This is like when you truly get into vitality and the love of life, you just prosper. This is my hair filling back in. That's crazy. That makes what? Your hair grew back? Like you're older? You're almost middle-aged and your hair grew more? That's impossible. It's the opposite. The older you go, the more damage you have, the less hair you have. Well, my hair filled back in. Show them the before and after one more time, like the other one.
Okay.
The
Also,
process.
Lucas, here's
Okay,
before.
cool. The process. You see, so whoa, before you guys, you see how the middle part? I'm telling you guys, there's a part like there was like no middle part. Let me see. Is this one even the one? And there was a huge bald spot on the back of my head. I'm not ashamed of it. Like I don't care. Like if I'm bald, cool. There's nothing wrong with being bald. But me coming into this life guide in this way, my hair just grew back and filled back in. So you can see on this one here, there's a bunch of skin, and this one here is like it's progressing, like starting to fill back in. And now switch it.
And boom.
Now all this center part here is filled back in. There's still a little bit here on the side it's coming back, but my hairline proceeded. It precedes to go forward, right? You have a receding and then have a preceding hairline or proceeding hairline. And my hairline is actually going down. I'm having more hair. I'm not doing anything for it. Yeah, I'll like massage my body and my head's one of them, but I massage my ears too. But there's no like rosemary or I put nothing on my head. Nothing. I don't put anything on my head. I do the charge thing from the guy, like the little shock fingers, you know? When you have the guide, it goes over like the little shock fingers. I'll do that all over my body. My head's one of them. And my hair is filled back in. I'm not saying it's fully back in. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you still look like you're in. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I was here, now I'm here, and I've done almost nothing to do it, which is a signet and an indicator, receipt, proof that my body is having more life in it, vitality. Hair is not a necessary organ. Your body doesn't need hair. So the fact that my hair is growing, something I don't even need, shows that my body is so prosperous that I have so much energy that I can start growing my hair back. That's how powerful the guide is. Thanks for getting the right picture on there, Sasha.
Yeah.
Now.
So powerful.
Now.
Heck yeah.
Now. Ha. Ha. You know, the Grinch in the movie, you know, he does the thing.
Which Lucas said, yes, makes total sense. It's totally powerful. I'm really excited to start.
Muscles growing, hair filling back in, skin clear, no more pimples, no more acne, no more constipation. Like, you know, all those problems are just a sign that you're not living life. You're living death. So when you stop living death and start living life, your hair fills back in, your skin gets clear, your muscles grow bigger, you get taller, you have a deeper, manlier voice. Hey, hello there, Lucas. So that's the part of the guide for the men. Also the women, they get curvier. Lay's butt has grown. Sasha's butt has grown. They have not worked out, but their butt is juicier. I can attest to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's for both men and women to bring them to their most optimized state. So if you're a woman, you don't have to worry about getting big muscles. That's not the purpose. It's being optimized. So you're more fertile and everything else. Like, the menstrual cycle coming back, or irregular periods regulating, or the postmenopausal woman now having your menstrual cycle again. And for the dudes, the muscles, the hair, and everything else. Like, it brings the human back to their optimized state.
Which Nora said, it works. I am more beautiful now than ever because I am living more fully and more like me, etc.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Heck yeah.
Yo, Nora, are you in the Discord? Are you in the Discord? If you're not in the Discord, come in the Discord. Please post your before and after pictures. I'd love to see it. In the very beginning of the guide, in the philosophy portion, it says, like, I'm doing this because I believe that everyone has the ability inside of their DNA, inside their genetics, to look like gods, goddesses, and angels. It's in us. So you will just automatically become more beautiful when you tap into this life. It will unlock and activate these genes inside of you to be like a god or goddess or an angel. And you'll just illuminate and radiate glory. So yeah, that's what the guide does. It unlocks these things because you now have the energy. You need the energy to unlock it. All right, a couple more questions, then we're going to go.
Beautiful.
We can actually do some rapid fire questions if you guys want to. So go ahead and put that down there, / rapid fire questions.
Yes, we can totally put the rapid fire.
This was like a crock pot type of live, like a slow boil. Because like in the beginning, it's like, oh, there's no questions. Now it's like been not like questions all the way through. How long have we been live? Like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that?
2 hours and 50 minutes.
250.
Yeah. And so, you ready for the rapid fire round?
Rapid fire, let's go.
Heck yeah. And then Javier said, what do you drink?
Liquids. A lot of them. I drink blood. It's cool.
Because Khabibs asked, is there just self-love that did that?
It's the guide. It's all the guides. Self-love is a portion of it. Self-love is the initiator. If you're not doing it in self-love, you're not doing it to actually care for yourself. You're doing it because you're insecure. If a person wants to change their body out of self-love, they're doing it because they're insecure about themselves. They don't like themselves, which is only going to work against them. Next.
Eden said, sure, but none are near your physique, Mikey. Does that mean it takes a number of years?
It takes time for the development because it's not about the physique. If you have congestive heart failure, who cares if you have big muscles right now today? Your body needs the energy of the guide to regenerate and keep you from dying from congestive heart failure. So the muscles, it doesn't even matter. It's just saying, like, once you finally regenerate all of your body, you come into this higher state, and that's when the physique comes out. Again, I didn't have this physique even like 8 months ago. Not like this. So even I'm being expressed in it, but I've been in the guide the longest, which I should have the best results because I've been in it longer than anybody else. If you come in the guide and you have better results than me like day one, you're kind of like, what? You know? The longest person I know on the guide is roughly like a year and a half, 2 years. I've been in it for almost 6 years. Besides the ladies, right? But they have Lay's period has regulated, her scoliosis has straightened out, her acne, sausage inflammation has gone down, her teeth has regenerated, her grays went away. Like there's photos of Sasha's hair, like it came out gray, it grew, and then it got color at the root. So now the tips were gray, which means the new hair actually had color. She got a color back in her hair. All right, next.
Awesome. Jonathan said, how?
The guide. Like what? The guide. Oh my God. MikeyBreathes.com. All right, next.
Nate asked, my buddy is asking, what's your thoughts on genetic hereditary conditions and diseases?
Doesn't matter. They don't matter. They're a pseudo thing because the person lives the same life, exposed to the same things. But when you expose a person to life and all you have is life, you can't have those illnesses and sicknesses inside of you. They're only there because you have been exposed to death, just like your dad was exposed to death, just like your granddad was exposed to death. And if you keep exposing yourself to death, then guess what? These traits, these illnesses are passed down. It's called the life guide because it guides you to be exposed to life. When you do that, like all those illnesses go away.
And
my buddy, hey buddy.
Jean asked, how do you start to release this energy, etc.?
Release what energy? What energy are you talking about? Do we have a conversation that I have not heard? Because I have no idea what energy you're talking about releasing. What energy releasing? When do we say energy releasing? Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's like phantom conversations happening. Like no one said releasing energy. Next.
Dashi asked, how can I get the guide?
You can go to MikeyBreathes.com. So I'm just going to put it up right now on the screen in the bottom here or the lower thirds on this side. Mikey Breathes. MikeyBreathes.com. Mikey, MikeyBreathes.com. COM.
Splendidly intrepid.
If you get the guide, any version of the guide, the bundle pack comes with a meal plan. Digital is that one digital guide. Paperback is the floppy, and then hardcover is a hardcover guide. Any of those that you get the Discord, a week in the Discord for free. If you choose to proceed and get the Discord membership for the year, the annual, whatever you pay on the guide will be accredited to your purchase. So you'll get that big of a discount off, and you get the Discord membership, and you get the guide for free. Cool.
And Splendidly Intrepid asks, when you do eat, do you include grains ever?
Not really, no. Because when I eat once every 300 days. So like, I'm not going to waste the space in my stomach really for something as like low as that. I want the highest thing. But I'm not saying that they're totally bad, but like they're definitely not the best or even close to it. Next.
Thanks, Mikey. Or Nate said, thanks, Mikey. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, dude, I love you, man. Like for real. Like this is brotherly love. Like for real. I love you, dude.
And good morning from Thomas. Man, it's amazing I caught you live. I just bought your book 2 days ago. Thank you. Dude,
hop in the Discord. I love you. Is Thomas in the Discord? We have so many Toms and Daniels, bro. I swear to God, we have so many Toms and so many Daniels in the Discord. I love you, man. So make sure to hop in if you're not already in there. I don't know because there's like 5 Toms, dude. So is this the Tom that's the new Tom? Who's the Tom? I don't even know, man, but I want to see you in there. It's free. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
I love you, Tom. Congratulations, bro.
And Erica asked, Sasha, how long did it take for your teeth to regenerate? I think around, I don't know. Because like I wasn't even tracking like my tooth regeneration. I was just living life and living the guide. And literally like, I think from the picture of when it chipped, which actually I might even have this picture ready. But from the picture of when it chipped, it completely, it was like 2 years when we noticed like, oh shoot, my tooth is not like that anymore. So I don't actually know when exactly it regenerated all the way, but like the picture difference was 2 years.
That's what I'm saying with the guide. Like you just wake up one day and it's like, dude, my ailment's gone. Like, holy crap, I didn't even notice this. And this is why we always take check-in photos now, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to get regenerated first or this or that or any of that stuff. It's just like your whole body's regenerating now. And then sometimes things that you didn't even know were a problem, you rise one day and it's like, this thing's not there, which means that was a problem. No more coughing, no more snoring, no more wheezing, no more psoriasis, no more cavities, no more hair loss or balding. We don't know because we didn't expect Sasha's tooth to regenerate.
Yeah.
She's going to pull it up for you guys. Now you really got to look, because like when we say regenerations, she had deep cracks in her teeth.
It's up.
Okay. Let's see here. So the top photo there, right? There's these cracks that are in the bottom of the teeth, right? So I'm not saying her tooth fell out and then the whole new tooth came in. I'm telling you the teeth that she had regenerated. She had big cracks going all the way up her teeth, and all those cracks have filled in now. She had cavities. Those cavities filled in. So her tooth regenerates. She generated more enamel. Now, the bottom part has smoothed out. She actually used to have a gap in her teeth for like the longest time. And her gap filled in. So her teeth, her front teeth no longer have a gap there. It filled in. The cracks filled in. And we didn't even expect that. One day, like her tooth cracked. So we took a picture like, oh man, like, should we go to the dentist? Like, what should we do? And then years later, we looked at her teeth like, hey, didn't you have like cracks in your teeth? And didn't this happen? Those cracks aren't there anymore. But they were nothing that we were following because we were never planning for her tooth to regenerate. Mm-hmm. We didn't even think the guide could do that. So the guide started doing stuff none of us expected. My eyes are blue. My hair filled back in. I was hoping the guide could help me with my hair, but I didn't know. Her teeth filled back in.
That's Mikey's eyes.
Let me see.
From when he was a teenager, right?
Yeah, so this is me at like 18, and this is me now, like a couple of days ago. So my eyes were like brown and green when I was 18, and now they're like still gray, like blue.
Here's some more.
They're not bright blue. They're like gray now.
I did more close-ups.
Lay's scoliosis straightened out. Lay had like a twisted spine. Her scoliosis straightened out. Sasha's teeth filled back in. Her hair got color again. Steve Tourette's went away. Patrick's depression went away.
Your gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia for me, like I'm just telling you, like, and we didn't target any. We weren't targeting gynecomastia. We weren't targeting teeth. We just started living the life, and living this life took away the ailments. We had all those ailments because we were dying and we were living death. That's why the ailments are there, because they're the sign, they're the evidence, they're the receipt that you're living death. When you stop living death and start living life, all those results of death go away. And that's how we got here. So I don't know how long it took for Sasha's tooth to regrow back, because we didn't even pay attention to it. It could have been 6 months. Could have been a year, could have been 2 years. I have no idea, but it was 2 years later pretty much that we saw, like, you don't have the cracks there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Your teeth aren't chipped, because her teeth would like chip constantly. Like she'd eat something and her teeth were just falling out, man, like before. And it was kind of concerning.
She said, that's amazing.
That's the guide. That's what I'm telling you. I have muscles without working out. My hair filled back in. Her tooth, freaking, like, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing more powerful. I don't know things that would do this. Like, okay, maybe you could do one thing that's going to do that one thing. Okay. Maybe here's a protocol for teeth to grow back. Okay. Here's a protocol for your eyes to change color. Okay. Here's a protocol for maybe some hair, like routine. The guide has done everything. And what do? You do nothing. Like once you actually agree to, like, oh, I don't have to do anything. There's like certain things here and there that you like, okay, you engage in, but like you're not trying to like, okay, let me put a bunch of like castor oil on my head and rub it every night 3 times. Okay, let me make sure I brush my teeth with a enamel protection. There's nothing. You just embark on this type of life and all these effects happen. I don't know anything stronger than this. It's had brain ailments, menstrual ailments, teeth ailments, hair ailments, skin ailments. All these things have gone away simply from living this life, because the life guide just points you to life. This is life. When you live life, you're not sick. When you don't live life and you live death, you're sick, you're diseased, you have all these issues and all this. Like that's the result of living in death. Well, the guide's like, hey, look over here, do this. That's why I say it's not a book. It's just an instruction manual that points you to life. Like, hey, just do that. It's not a kid's book. It's not a novel. It's not something like that. It's like, that's life. All right, cool. What's next? Rapid fire.
Beautiful. So do you control the dream or let it bless you?
The dream of, like, what are you talking about?
And then
I'm not very spiritual, so I'm not going to try to interpret that like what dream, a wet dream? Like what dream are you talking about, bro? All right, next.
Splendidly Intrepid asks, when you eat, do you include grains ever?
You already asked that one.
Oh, I did? Okay,
Yeah.
My bad.
I like the name though.
Jakari asked, do you all do group energy direction?
I do SEX magic, yeah, stuff like that.
And Dewey Glad said, is it energy work for the teeth thing?
No. She just woke. We weren't even paying attention to her teeth. She just woke up one day and they were all regenerated. Like, there's no. We weren't even doing something for teeth. We're not even doing something for hair. These things are just happening. We're just taking photos of ourselves every day and then we're comparing them to like last year or whatever. Like, whoa, this is different. This is different. We're not doing anything for that. The guide's not energy direction for this or that. It's just, yeah, that's life. Let's do it. And so it's not even that. Even that's too much. That's how easy the guide is. Next.
Cole KM said, any thoughts on lupus, losing hair, and have so much reaction to the sun?
Lupus or Lucas?
Lupus.
Okay, lupus.
Mm-hmm.
So he has lupus and he's losing hair and he has an allergic reaction to the sun, right?
Much reaction to the sun.
Oh, like he's hypersensitive, right? Who is this person?
Pole.
Okay, cool. We're in rapid fire, so like I would usually break this down in segments, but ultimately the short answer is you're dying. Like there's so many things killing you that you can't even collaborate with the very ball of light that gives all of this stuff life. So you're in critical condition, bro. Like that's screaming at you like, what's going on? The guide's going to definitely help you. Discord's going to help you, but like you got to stop choosing death. And that's in every manner, every way, every action, every thought, every deed, and everything else. Like you have a long way to come from because you're like way behind, but nonetheless, you're still salvageable. Like you're still savable. You can still thrive. You can still come out of this even stronger than the normal person. Like you're way down here, right? Like lupus and everything. That's no joke, bro. Right? So you can come to the point where you surpass the average man, the average human. But you got to become dedicated to yourself. Next.
And Brady asked, what is the guide?
The guide is a step-by-step instruction manual that lays out everything that I have been talking about, that I do myself and that my Discord community does, for harnessing energy from this realm, and then using it to regenerate your body, and then directing the spirit energy to your cognition to be able to truly see what's going on and have an influence over reality. It's the life manual. It's the manual to life.
Quinn asked, do your ladies eat and drink the same as you? Do you think
No, they don't. They don't eat and drink the same as me as far as not eating. Sasha's actually eating right now.
Yeah.
Lay's like an ectomorph, so she doesn't eat. She gets like skinny and she'd probably die. But because she's been on the guide, how long has it been since you ate? She hasn't eaten in 40 days. And she's a woman, and she's already skinny. She's like one of those skinny kids. Like she can eat all this stuff, and she just never gains weight. She hasn't eaten in 40 days, and she's like health. Like I just showed you her. She looks like a normal person. If I didn't tell you she hasn't eaten in 40 days, you'd be like, yeah, she's a normal girl. Okay, she doesn't look overweight or bloated or anything. Like she looks pretty fit, like pretty toned. She hasn't eaten in 40 days. Well, that's the power of this stuff, man. Like she was before. Lay couldn't go even an hour and a half without eating. She was always hungry all of her life, especially when I met her. Now she hasn't eaten in 40 days because she's not hungry. It's not about not eating. That's stupid. But she's so optimizing her body, she gets to keep her energy. Okay, next. We're almost done.
Yeah. And then
home stretch, baby.
She also asked, do you think the tooth regrowth was from the guide techniques or food consumption? The
guide talks about food consumption. The guide talks about sleeping. The guide talks about life itself, and shows you the most optimized way. The subtitle of the guide says the life guide, and the subtitle is everything affects everything. So how she did that affected this and that and this and that and this and that, and it brought it to the capacity to where she had so much energy she could even regenerate her teeth. So it's everything.
And then Kuzka Beats asked, so you're telling us to just live?
You have to first understand what life even is, and I break that down in the philosophy portion of the guide. So yes, live in what life actually is, probably not what you think it is. If I ask you what is life, you probably couldn't even tell me the answer. You probably wouldn't know the answer, like what life is.
Brady asked, where can I get a copy of the guide?
You can get a copy of the guide at MikeyBreathes.com. Is it down here at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So MikeyBreathes.com in the corner. And there's a guide there. Yeah. Once you get the guide, join the Discord as well. The Discord is where all the power is at. The guide's powerful because it shows you the step-by-step, but the Discord is where the power happens. All right, what's next?
And Splendidly Intrepid asked, you just said you're not spiritual, but listening to you sounds like you totally are.
Sounds like it. I know. I don't want people to start thinking in the falsity of spirituality as some sort of cope to justify something because it can't be proven. So people will use their spirituality to justify their position, even though it's a paradox because it can't be proven. Okay, I do this because God told me to. How can you prove that? I can't. Well, then how do we even know that you're not living in the falsity and all, you know what I'm saying? So like when I say I'm not spiritual, I mean that like I primarily go after things that have a tangible effect. If I can't embody or show it, I don't talk about it. And I would never relate it to you guys. If I can't show it, prove it, or like, you know, something, I wouldn't tell you guys that. But everything I'm telling you, I can show you. Sasha's tooth, I have pictures, I have evidence, I have measurable results, I have other people, it's repeatable. Like everything I'm showing you is like tangible, even though a lot of it is conscious. So the conscious is intangible, but the results are tangible, and that's what I speak on. There are things that I endeavor in that are intangible, that's something that can't necessarily prove directly to you. So guess what? I don't even talk to you about that. It's not even worth your time. Who cares? If I can't prove it, like, well, I wouldn't come here to tell you about that type of stuff. It'd just be theory and like possibly like fairy tales, and it may not better your life. When I'm with you, I'm locked in. I only want to share things that you can apply today that's going to change your life so you can have a direct physical effect, even if the thing is not physical that you're engaging in. So yeah.
Splendidly Intrepid asks,
but I technically am still spiritual. I'm just not that type of spiritual, you know. Go ahead.
You mentioned SE Magic.
Yeah, SEX Magic, yeah.
Was that as in Ekumen Magic?
Sure, show me where.
Enochian?
Enochian. I don't even know what that is, bro. Like I get Enoch and like, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that when you're love making, there's a lot of charge going through your body. You can use that same energy to do stuff. That's it. I didn't read this from somebody else. I don't even know what it is. I just said that word because people are familiar with it. So it's so like, hey, do you guys do energy direction together? I'm like, well, if I'm doing energy direction with them, it would most likely be the bang bang, because friction creates energy, or it at least creates a charge. The charge is released from you, but nonetheless, like you have a charge. So that friction, that bump creates a charge. Either your partner or you both get charged in a sense, and you can use that charge and direct it. So when I do energy direction like that, it would be the SEX. If I do energy direction by myself, I did it the other day on live, which not even touching anything. I'm just like this, and I'm like pulling it in, directing it and stuff like that. So there's different forms of energy direction.
Dwee Glad asked, is it okay to not want consciousness?
Yeah, it's okay to do anything. In my Discord, I tell people it's okay to smoke CRACK. It's whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want. It's a free world. That's why I never tell anybody what to do. That's why I never say, you have to do this. I'm not a manipulator. I just present to you higher ways, or at least the knowledge of, like the exposure of, like, hey, look, there's this thing out there that did this for me and all these other people. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it's extremely powerful.
Sean asked, have you ever been curious to test your strength, or is the muscle useless meat?
Is the muscle? It's like one or the other for you. You gotta stop being so extreme. Muscle is not useless meat, or you wouldn't have been given it. Even the extra muscles that I've grown wouldn't be useless meat, because my body just developed it. Like I didn't ask for more muscle. It just gave it to me. I'm like, all right, cool.
I was ready for it.
Yeah. So like this extreme like that, you gotta get that out of your mind, because it's going to hold you back if you start thinking in that type of way. It's kind of like pessimist, like useless, like calling yourself useless meat. Like there's no benefit from that. It's like self-deprecation. Like never say that about yourself or a human body. Useless meat. But yeah, there's definitely functionality to the muscles that I have. That's why they're present. Like everything has a purpose. When you use things in your purpose, then that's the greatest functionality of them. But if you think in terms of useless meat, you eat away at your own self. All right, cool. Come on, let's go.
Because Khabib asked, what can I do today that will have an effect on my life, or at least move me in the direction of life and expansion?
You can buy the guide. Join the Discord.
Heck yeah.
You asked, so there you go.
There's so much power and life in that.
There's a lot of life in the life guide.
Dwee Gald said, have you met Jabulan?
I don't even know what that is, bro.
Yeah,
all right, next.
That is everything.
Cool. I did it. I love you guys so much. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're awesome. This was a cool live. In the very beginning, like there's kind of like not any questions, and then by the end, I was like rapid fire because there's so many questions. I love you all. We will be reposting this on YouTube. So if you're watching this after the fact, hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys. Put these lives on. Just go to my YouTube channel. We already made a playlist. What is it called? Mikey's lives.
MikeyBreathes live streams.
MikeyBreathes live streams. Just put them on. We have not monetized these videos, so there should not be any ads throughout these videos because we have not monetized them. So that means you can watch these clear, cohesively, all the way through without having ads pop up in the middle and breaking the train of thought. I suggest, because this energy is so good and you cannot find this anywhere else, putting these videos on and let the playlist just play. If it's like Netflix, are you still watching? Be like, yes, I'm still watching. Even if you just have it on the background, guess what? I practice what I preach, because even I will put these videos on to hear the same message as well. So I'm not telling you to do something that I don't do. Guess what? I have these videos going all day because this energy is so pure and it's so powerful and it's extremely effective. So if I was you, you don't have to do it, but if you want to, go to YouTube, MikeyBreathes, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. The main thing is turn on notifications, because when I go live, it alerts you. And then go to the playlist, go to the live streams, and just put those things on. And I'm telling you, it's only good energy. And it's going to fill your house, fill your room. It's going to resonate. It's going to put this energy out there, and it's going to saturate it. It's so freaking powerful. Even if you're not listening to it, right? I think my volume's on like 2 or 3. Something like that. So I can barely hear it, but like the words I need to hear, somehow they reach my ears. So like when I need to hear something, it will just reach my ear. I'm like, oh man, that's a good point. Yes. And I'll actually encourage myself. So there's no monetization on these videos. So there shouldn't be any ads. This is going to pop up randomly. I want your train of thought to be like all the way and not broken. It's not even about money or anything like that. It's about getting this energy out there. But if you do want that next level, that next step, obviously go to MikeyBreathes.com. And there's two things you can do. You can go to the drop-down menu and go to Discord and join. If you sign up for the annual membership, right, the full year, the best deal, that's what it is. You click best deal and it's like the full year. You end up getting the guide for free and the meal plan for free. And you have the community, the Discord members, all the other stuff, right? But if you want to just get the guide, you can get the guide, the bundle pack, which is the guide in the meal plan, hardcover, paperback, digital, like whatever. There's many variations, but they're all the same guide, right? You get a free week in the Discord either way. So get that, hop in the Discord. I'm telling you, the Discord, I promise you, dude, the Discord is where the power is at. That's all I gotta say. The guide is a great instruction manual. It's going to get you aware of what's actually going on. But man, when you step into the Discord and you get in that energy, like holy crap, it permeates and shocks waves. It sends shock waves throughout your body. Like, oh my God, I've never experienced, because it's not a community. It's not okay. Here's another group to join. Here's another this. I charge that place so full of energy that it's almost like electrified. That so much energy comes out of it when you're interacting with the people or when you're hearing the voice memos. That's where the power is really at. That's how I put it in there. I have over 2,740 voice memos that I've left that are like this, but even more powerful and more direct because I'm not censored. I'm not filtered. I can say whatever I want, and it's not going to go out and, break community guidelines. I can actually say what these things actually are about the industries of, the pharmaceutical, the fitness or whatever, right? So I can say anything. And it's not going to be like, well, we're going to flag your content because you're going against our advertising people. And like, because it's a private group. So Discord is where it's at. Even if you don't join for the annual membership, at least when you get the guide, you get a follow-up email, second or third email. And you get a free week. So join that. Come inside. I love you guys. And this has been amazing. This was a slow cooking live. I thought we were going to end this live in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But now it's almost like, 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
What's the time on it?
3 hours, 16 minutes.
3 hours and 16?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this live was going to be done in like 20 minutes. Because I was like, man, there's like, there ain't nothing. But yeah, you guys came in and we cooked it up. I love you so much. I will see you next time. Put these babies on repeat. And until then, I'll see you in the next live.